Thank you, everybody. I welcome everybody back again on our weekly edition of Ibota. Brothers and sisters, I greet everybody at home. I'm happy to meet you again. Today's topic, we want to take a look and mirror some certain aspect of the Nigerian culture. We would like to limit this topic to Nigeria. But it happens in all over Africa. My people, I greet you now. As you now know, this program now for Pidgin English and for our people with the diaspora, with the overseas. This program would try to look at some certain aspects of our culture where we grow up, where they bring us up, the sound which they use, where they take bath us. Now we want to talk about today. I beg, if you are just joining us, make you help us share this video. Share it. Give us the subscription, but just hit the subscription bell button so that anytime we come, we go to see us, you not go miss any aspect of our discussion. Today, like I said, we want to take a look at should Nigerian women be subjected to funeral rituals when their husband dies. My people, like as I talk, I said we want to look at topic where we get today. Make we see whether it good make our wife, our women, when the man die, they will come, they do some certain rituals. And part of that certain rituals, we say, according to some people, allegedly, they say, then they use the water where they take bath the husband, give the woman drink. And they will come subject them to some certain rituals. But I do know, say, for Edo, in Edo culture, we not to do that kind of thing. The worst case scenario be say They will have to cut the hair of the woman, shave the woman's hair. Then 3 days of the period for the funeral procession, the woman has to perform some rituals, and that rituals involve sitting on the ground on the bare floor, maybe with leaves or mats. Then the end of it, she has to go to some certain area at the junction, nearest junction, to take a bath, then come back to the house while singing. My people, like we said, make una pardon me, we've received a lot of feedback from many Edo people that this program should be broadcasted in Edo language, should be in Edo language. But a lot of people do not understand that a lot of Edo people involved includes Ishan, Afema, even Urobo. If we say make we argue, go reach Ikwere, go reach Ora, but we don't speak one language due to some history. We will come to that in future. We'll talk why such a thing happened, but not on this topic. But we will discuss it later as time goes on. But on this edition, on most of our Ibota, we would like to limit it to Pidgin English. And I keep saying that this Pidgin English is for a lot of people, of Nigerian people who travel from different states in Nigeria to diaspora to abroad. And most of them live in a country where they speak Deutsch, English, French, all kind of languages around the world. So, but that is one of the reasons why we say make we dey do am for Pidgin English. That is why we have chosen to use it in Pidgin English. Abeg Mona, forgive me. Sometimes I get confused. You see along this program today, some will speak Benin, some will speak Pidgin English, and some will go and deal with the topic in the correct English. But today we'll limit it. The main line is going to be Pidgin English so that our African brothers and sisters in diaspora can as well gain from what we're going to be discussed today. Once again, I welcome everybody to this program and I greet everybody happy Easter. Till another Easter now. Tomorrow is Easter Monday. We may be doing another special program tomorrow. Again, the topic is, should Nigerian women be subjected to funeral rituals when their husband dies? My people, as una know, this topic it go look into some certain aspect of rituals, because since we've been, everybody don't travel to oversee. Some of those are our culture. Some people they look and say, it's not good. We are not supposed to be doing such a thing. One of the reasons we say they don't stay for Western world. Then they say and say women rights must be taken into account. Agreed. But the culture, the tradition is still the same. The white people where we come meet for various countries where we travel to, they get their own customs. Everybody know the other day when the queen died, a lot of in-house cultural activities were taken into consideration and they were all performed. They're not the talker and come out. The senior son, that na Prince Charles, then, but now King Charles, traveled around the whole countries will make up United Kingdom. Even when they do the funeral procession, as she said, then they march, they go different places as we they do for Benin, as we they do for Edo. That shows say we civilize, but our people who don't travel to overseas or because of Christianity, they try to kick against our customs and tradition. Worse still, when a lot of our young people, our children, wan get married, dem go choose say dem go do traditional marriage, dem go do Christian marriage, dem go do church marriage and registry. Three things in anybody's life, in human life, be say the day you were born, the birthday, we get am for African tradition Izomo. Then secondly, the day you marry. Then the third, the day you die. So when it comes to the death, the last days of our life, or when we get drop dead and go, or when we eventually die, a lot of people they kick against that kind of ceremony, and that are the reason we bring this topic out today. E be like say the cap when I put it come make me like Papa Young boy. I don't tell everybody make them they call me Papa guy. Then I remove am. So make I be like a kite bear as the head of the house. My people agree to now once again. You see, I'm going to use a do. I will use a do language. I mean a do culture as a case in scenario to explain these things. In for Edo or for Benin, if husband die or the wife dies, vice versa, two of them. If now the husband dies, the wife, while the ceremony they take place, 3 days, then go specially designer for the uh, wife to specially mourn the husband. Those 3 days, it's not perpetual, it's not outdated, it's not torture to the wife. You sit down for ground for you to meditate, to think. They'll put mat for ground. The woman go sit down there. Anything where the woman want to the things we're supposed to do, the woman still it is still the controller from where she sit down there. Then the last day of the 3 days now be the really strong one. That last day, the woman will be asked, she will not be allowed to sleep on the last night. People, the family of the woman, family of the man, or the day union or club, they will come with maracas, drum, they will sing so that the woman not go sleep. The widow not go sleep. They believe say if she sleep, she go die. They believe say she sleep, go with the husband. All na fun fair, sort of photographic fun fair, a forum for them to really to see say the wife mourn the late husband. Come to think of it, a man and a woman, they live for years. They live for years. They're naked for each other. They eat together, they plan life. When the man goes, would there not be special period to be given to the woman? My people, make una not vex with me today. I beg. I don't know as I take do am. Make una share this video so that other people will come from other background, make them join us, come discuss, make them explain how dem dey do am for their own side of it, for their own country, for their own state, for their own tradition. Na the Benin Edo one we wan take do illustration today. So that last day, dem go sing, dem go dance for the woman make she not sleep. Then very wee hour, early morning, the woman will be escorted to the junction. She go bath with some herbal medicine. Then when she dey come back, she will come back naked. Then she will be singing one song. Omori koko nu ewo odome. Omori koko nu ewo odome. Meaning, I will look after the children you leave behind. And when she dey sing and dey come, Everybody will be asked to lock their door. No one is allowed to open that door to see the naked woman. In a way, that woman, if she performs such ceremony, after the period wey dem give am, the sanction period wey dem give am, make e no go out or make e no go remarry, the woman can then go out. In a way, she mourn her husband in good time. What we don't understand here, I'll take 1 minute to explain am. The Africans, they believe there is reincarnation. They believe when you die, na endless sleep, and that person will be endless dreaming. The person still dey behave like person wey e still dey this world. Death, e be like person wey dey sleep, but e no dey hear, e no dey feel anything for body. Even if you touch am, e no dey feel. But the dreaming aspect when we sleep, na so the person wey die, na so e dey take dream. That person is part of us, only that e cannot feel, you cannot feel anything touch. Wetin make me talk am? I never die, how much more I come? But I don dey under coma. I don dey under coma. Coma be say una dey call am e faint or e die wake up for UBTH. I don see am. Wetin I experience then, you are still part of the life, but you don't know that you are dead or you are under coma. You don't know, you don't feel anything. When I eventually gain consciousness, I come see say people wey stay with me for the same ward, people wey used to UBTH ward, wey dem take number am, A3, A1 ward, A1 ward, A2 ward, A3. Those one wey dey ward A3 na very rich man, Edegbe furniture. Na im dey close to my bed. Then Chief Ero, e dey on the other side. When I gain consciousness, this now we are talking about weeks o, wey I take dey coma for UBTH. Dem come say this man e don die. Now I say e no die. I just leave dem so. People dey dance, dem dey bring, I no know wetin una know be oton, na procession for Benin tradition towards the 6th days of the funeral procession. Every dance, dem dey dance come from Imo town, dem come dance for where the family, the head of the family, Egbe, where dem sit down, dem go dance, dem go do their oton, dem go soton. Now say I sat with these people wey una say e don die, dey receive this oton. From that day, if anybody ask me to say what is death, I say my definition of death, to describe death, na person wey dey sleep, wey dey dream, go just dey dream dey go. Meanwhile, e no dey feel anything. Meaning that person wey die, e dey see, e dey hear, e dey still dey do the normal thing about life. If I wrong, make una forgive me. If I right, make una still forgive me. Because nobody wey don die, wey don come back to this world. But me reach road, I come back, I know how death look like. So all those na the thing wey the woman go perform. But are the children of those people wey their mama don go through all those things, all those ones dey come talk because dem don reach overseas. Dem say dem no suppose to dey do that kind of thing. Some people say, see wetin dem do to im mama. Dem take the water wey dem take baff im mama, dem give im mama drink. As for that one, me with my age, as una dey see me don dey go for life.
That is water wey dem take baff im papa.
And dem go give the woman make e drink. Me don grow for life. Me never see am where Edo culture dey do such a thing. Na only certain situation wey I believe, wey me see, If they suspect say the man die in a suspicious manner, or na the wife maltreat am, or maybe the wife go do certain thing, because people believe say if the woman go get affair, dey kill the man, or some women dey put something for food make the man die because of wet. Na dem dey say okay, we been we the elders we don look am, the way our brother, our pikin take die, e get as e be. Make you come, if you trust yourself say you no get hand for the death wey kill our brother, um before dem bury the man, the last night for the house, dem say make e come swear by the dead corpse, by the corpse. Most cases dem put kola for the head of the dead corpse wey dey lying in state, or dem put am for the leg. Then e go talk say if im get hand for this death, make the dead husband call am back. If im no get hand, make e leave am. Dem go give am the kola make e eat. But for Edo customs, I never see where dem dey wash dead body, give the water to the woman to drink. But we dey watch am for home video, some certain aspects of other tribes don say the water wey dem take wash am, dem give am make e drink. Come to think of it, that water e no clean. Come to think of it, that water e no good. E fit be say the family dey vex, dey wan upset the woman, maybe because the way the woman take treat the man when e dey alive. So today, na those ones we wan put mirror, we wan mirror am, make we see whether e proper to continue such a thing if ever dem dey wash dead body give people drink or not. Because e no good. Let's say for example, na person wey get coronavirus or AIDS, dem come give am the water make e drink, that person go die now. Everybody know that one. So no woman, if you be man, you go treat another woman, another person pikin wey be woman wey come marry for your place, treat am like that. No, because you still get daughter or woman wey you send out make e go marry. So my people, like I said before, I beg everybody, if where we dey wetin we dey talk e no go right, make you phone in, make you please to join us. I go post the link for here now, so that everybody, if you wan join us for the video, you fit join us. You click the link, you join us, you follow us discuss this program. People wey go join us today, una know them before, our normal usual person, regular faces wey una know. On my right, Madam Imotinya Irabo. Una see am, I just say don wave una. Then the person wey sit down there too, na that our after uh, Black Beauty. Then the other one, enough for an ere. Una know wetin I take enough for an ere me. Our beautiful yellow sister, Yellow Sisi, Madam Felicia from Holland, and they want join us today. So, Madam Motinya Irabo Eduneku Norame, I mean Black Beauty, go follow me and call this topic today. We go discuss this topic. Now go join us talk am. No go let me go talk am. Now no say okay, but me dey cause trouble. You get some certain aspect when the woman want, because na woman matter be na woman that they torture here. Where the woman want turn the story upside down. Me go come see that. Thank you very much for listening. I greet everybody.
My people, now good evening. Now welcome. Happy Easter to you all. I pray by this time next year we go still celebrate Easter together. Now well done. The topic wey we get today na be wetin dey happen if husband die or if wife die. The process wey the woman dey pass through and the process where the man they pass through. Before me go call my sister Felicia, may I still quick talk now because a part don't do my work since. For me, before we dey talk about husband die or wife die, make we still shook mouth for marriage, because not be all husband dem dey do am for. Husband wey e no pay bride price on woman, woman no fit go sit down for ground for am when e die. And during the marriage wey husband and wife dey, man wey e no treat im wife well, maybe people dey see am say dem dey quarrel, dem dey fight all the time. No, at times both family, that is the family of the man or the family of the woman, maybe dem go don settle tire. The woman go say make im dey endure, make im dey endure. In the process, when death go come kill one of them, maybe na the man na im die, the family of the man go come say the woman how e take die, and dem go forget say this man e don dey put im hand for different things. Some go go dey marry different women. All the women go dey do mercy for their belle make e take love them. But everybody go come put eye on the woman wey e dey with am for house, wey e pay bride price for. Maybe that one no know wetin do am o. Wetin go put im hand wey e take im life, e dey another far direction. That kind thing, like me, I no like am. Many men dem dey suffer their wives when dem dey alive. To bring food money, e go be wahala. To buy children book or pay children school fees, na wahala. Make we never talk say to even buy cloth for the wife wey e marry, e go hard. Some men no know whether their wife dey wear pants, not to talk of if they wear clothes. But e go dey compare am with women wey e see outside. E go say go see your mate, go see your mate. And from there, e go come say im wife no dey dress well. E go come start dey go outside. Some will even sleep outside without im wife no know where e dey. Then woman wey e suffer for marriage like that, if the man come go use im hand take swallow wetin big pass am, then when e go die, they go say na so him with im wife dey quarrel always, na im wife kill am, na im wife give am this. Some go come say make in the process say na tradition na dem dey do, make the woman sit down for ground, make e mourn the man. Na there you see bad family member of the man wey e first get hatred to the woman. My brother bin dey give us money the time wey e never marry this woman. As he marry this woman finish, e no dey give us money. Dem go forget say na expenses when the brother come get as he marry come dey born, na make am no dey pay at ten tion to them. They will come put all those things for the woman body. Then in the name of tradition, that kind thing no good. So before me I go further, make I call my sister Felicia. Abeg, how you still see this kind thing? Unmute yourself.
Okay, sorry. Happy Easter, Mama. Happy Easter to everyone.
Thank you.
My people where they watch me, my brothers, my sisters, una happy Easter to our families. This matter where we can't talk here so now as sister Emotia ask me so. What do me want add Jonah be say marriage first. Before person come dey sit down for ground. Now marriage first. Not just go dey sit down for ground. Just like that. You must marry first. When you marry finish, then pay your bride price. Then you go when the time come. If you be good husband, if you be that man where they adore in wife, when they respect your wife, when they do the normal thing, where they do follow woman, when the time come, the woman go sit down for ground. Now honor for where we come from. Now honor to be say for the man where the woman sit down for ground for. Now honor. Now it be to the late man and the family. That na number one. Then secondly, if woman wey dem marry finish, then you can't leave your husband. For example, you and your husband quarrel. For our tradition, the one wey I still know for this my small age, if you and your husband quarrel after the bride price, then you can't leave the man, can't go marry, can't go dey born for another man without be say you don return that bride price wey that first man put for your head, wey you no return am. Some families wey you don born finish, wey that man wey marry you pay bride price die, anywhere wey you dey, dem come carry you for there, make you come sit down for ground for that your husband. That's why Benin dey talk am say amadegaza mahengaza adenyaza. If you don comot for the marriage, you no wan marry anymore, that bride price wey dem put for your head, try by all means, is very important, make you return that money back before you continue your journey. If not, in future when anything happen to the man, na you dem come call, make you come back, come sit down for ground. That na the other one. Then most of us wey dey this modern women, we don travel, we dey diaspora, so some of us no dey do those things anymore. Some of us no dey do am anymore. So you go sit down for ground, or if the man die for here, they bury the man for here. Where you wan come sit down for here for Europe, come dey sit down say you wan call the mourn husband. On the other way, the way they take dey talk, wey oga Okagbe talk just now, say that they wash the body of the dead man, give the woman, make the woman drink. Some families dey do am. Not be only that one, some families go dey say 7 days wey dem take dey do that burial of that man, those days the woman no go wash hand wey take dey eat. Hand wey take eat yesterday, na go still take eat, na go still take eat till that 7 days complete before she go stand up, come do the cleansing, then it don dey over for am. That one also dey. So make we dey suffer, dey match and dey go small small, because e good make we dey learn. And people wey still dey watch us, our brothers, our sisters wey still dey watch us, if una still get anything wey una wan talk put, make una still phone in, make una still add una own put, because we no know all. So mama, may I give the table back to you, may I give the mic back to you. We'll talk
well.
further.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, mama.
The aspect wey you just hammer be say, if a man put money for woman head,
Yes,
as me first talk am, na the family get right to
yes,
say make the woman come
sit down.
sit down for ground.
Yes,
And the aspect say some wey dey die for abroad, some na emergency marriage for this abroad o. Even some wey dem go put money for their head, na the woman dey get the money dem go put for im head. E still good make such woman go sit down for ground for the man.
that woman, that's what we see dey preach am all the time for our program here. Most of the time we dey talk about am. Say if man wan pay your bride price, the money wey dem wan put for your head, gone, that 24 naira wey dem dey pay for our own Benin tradition, according to Benin tradition, and the drinks wey dem dey buy for that day wey dey do the traditional marriage, and the kola nut wey dem go bring come, and the yam wey dem go bring come, and the palmi wey dem go bring come, many things wey dem dey list, that particular list wey dem go list give you as a man. Your wife money no suppose to enter, the woman money no suppose to enter that one. If woman wan help, you help for canopy, you help for rice wey dem wan cook for take entertain the guest. But that particular wey dem dey do for inside house, even if na 200 naira or 300 naira or 5,000 naira take dey buy those things, make the woman shishi no enter. Na so that one be.
You do well, my sister. God bless you.
Thank you,
Na
mama.
true, because me don see many when dem no dey quick confess am o. Na when dem come dey quarrel, e go say that day wey you go put money, people dey say you put money for my head, no be me get the money, no be me do this, no be me send money go home. That kind one, me no call that one traditional marriage,
No, that
because
one no be
the woman
traditional
na
marriage.
go pay her own bride
That
price.
one.
Where marriage really dey, the man he go use this im own sweat take pay the bride price.
Na so.
And secondly, you still talk one just now say if peradventure husband and wife come separate,
Yes.
if the woman not return the money, the bride price still dey the woman head. Okay, you marry woman only na only her you marry, you put money for her head. She come born 10 children, she come born 6 children, she come born 2 children for you as a man. Which bride price the woman go return when e don born for you as una separate? How you
Okay.
see that one?
Okay. Long time ago, before our mama, we will come meet our grandmama. At least my grandmother was over 100 years, so I learned a lot from her. So if you born 20 children put, it no matter. Wetin matter na the spiritual contact of the way they go pay that bride price. Those people wey sit down there pay that bride price, they no dey again. How much more say you go call them, come say make dem come sit down again? So na wetin dem dey return, very important. Na be that, say that bride price, it has to be returned. It dey very, even if na 5 naira, because many things don spiritual things don I no know as I want to put am, don dey inside wey don contribute to that marriage. Everybody sit down there that day. People from people different characters, different religions, different, everybody put head together, come take pay that bride price. So if the woman, if you born 5 children for the woman, for the man, now yourself you born am for. You wey born the pikin, now your children now you born. Not be pay back price to say because you pay my dowry now, I get to give you 10 children or give you 2 children. What of people they not pay dowry? They don't they born for ma.
You do well. Some marriage still there, no vessel. I want make we dey bring this one out small.
Not true.
Mostly we don't know where the goat wey power kagbe dey divide inside house now. And you know say some marriage dey, the woman mostly we wey dey abroad so. They go home, they want go put money for your head.
I know the divide go to you will call me.
Make I first
your turn. You don't first say 25 minutes they talk just now. So make you go the divide goat.
Now me dey moderate, so now me know when I'll take color. So when they go say, the man go say, I want go put money for your head. Yes. Maybe the woman no get documents, or even he get documents, some he go newly born, if he carry the small baby go Nigeria, or some go even they no get money, but they also make them manage the small money where they get. Only the man go home. They go use another woman represent the woman, take do marriage. Now 2 questions dey here. One, they use the sister now or whoever they represent the woman, make the man put money for the head. Now the one where he represent and they put money for his head, I been at the one where they abroad. May I attack the second one? The second one? Man too. Wey be say I don't see many occasions the women go there, go the man dey here, the woman go do traditional marriage. Whether it's still good, may be say na the woman alone come dey dance with the brother of the man, or they go come say make the brother of the man represent the man. Na that the one wey dey abroad he marry, or na the one wey go represent her? Make you fair answer that too first.
Thank you, my sister. This one where you talk so. The man where you go marry will not be husband. Now that one, the one where you go marry for Nigeria, now that one now you marry. That spiritual contact where I first talk since now that come into play now. Where I first talk just now. So if you go do marriage, the spiritual, the native, the traditional spiritual, I know relationship. People don't already they look now. Spirits they look now. Ancestors they look now. So those people when they join together, now those ones now join together. You will say make you go, you dey here, make your brother go, me I dey here, make they go marry my sister, make it represent me. Nothing like representation for them. Now your sister I marry. So most people will still they do that kind of thing. Make them know, so not be you the man married. Now that one will go for us. So most people will still they do that kind of thing. Make them know, so not be you the man married. What be this now?
Mute your side. Sorry, Sister Felicia.
So thank you, my sister. So make we dey learn, because sometimes we don't know. So if we don't know, then we go think say na the right thing we dey do, but not be the right thing we dey do. If you no fit go marry for house, you no fit carry you and your oga make una go home together. No go. No send your oga go. Make you the man too. No send your make una no send each other. Make sure una ready when the time come. Na love na matter. No rush enter say because I don born 3 children, I don born 5 children, I must go do marriage now. No, because if you ready for long, make una go do the marriage. Leave the children for your friends or your colleagues or your people for here. Una go 2 weeks, go do the marriage, una come back. It's better say you comot. Your same person go represent you. Who dey represent? Now you dey count for the person shoulder laps for them. Now who dey count for laps? Now I get wife. Now who dem count for laps? Na im marry, not be you wey dem marry. So instead, just kukuma wait till you don ready, make you go do am. Na so me see am o. Because most of our people wey don do am for out of ignorance now, e don dey backfire small. So, but for us to avoid that pains, make we try ready go ourselves, go do the marriage ourselves. Na so I say am, my sister.
You do well, my sister. You do well. Pa Okagbe, one of universe. A big brother Okagbe. I don't know the one who I conquer. Later you will mute Pa. Me want to ask you question. Like I did now. Man go say you want go put money for my head. I go come call my sister or my friend may go represent me. Na me then go marry, or na that person wey represent me, na dem marry. Or and another one, man, as you dey now, Pa, you get wife, and you know say una wan do traditional marriage. You say you no go fit go, make only your wife go. Maybe you go come send your brother, make he represent you. Na that your brother he marry, abi na you he marry. How you still see this one?
Thank you, my sister. It be like so now they bend the story again now. Now don't they bend am.
No, now what is the need to before person go die before he sit down for ground? Now we dey talk about.
Now they look at the empirical. Question when I go see when I they discuss when I they answer your question.
Answer my own part though.
I go answer. I go take question. Ask. I go still ask you question. You see, when we start this program today, we talk say now people wey dey diaspora. A situation where they go come here single, you not get a husband, you not get partner before he come. When he come or he come grow up, reach to person where they marry. He reach here, you not get paper, you want go marry. If you both say you not get paper for overseas, you go do marriage. That one where you not fit go Nigeria. Now Nigeria paper be that you not get paper to go marry. Why you go marry? Are we not singing on the same page now? It be like say here for here. Now the woman they insist, say, can't go put money for my head, can't go marry me. That are the thing where they cause that kind of thing. If Oyibo people talk, say, for you to get married for our registry, you must have right of stay. For like England, or you get paper to take married, the paper will complete the kind of paper where they need. So if that paper not come day, some people will say, make them go do one for Nigeria. When they go do one for Nigeria, then they go swear affidavit, carry a come. Now those type of things, they cause that type of thing. Paper not there. You cannot pursue two rats at the same time. I feel everywhere. You not get paper, you not get paper. Not do marriage. Madam don't the verse. And the truth are the talk.
I don't so. Talk and they go.
Now, question where you ask me now, they answer so,
you say make you not do marriage. I understand you.
See, you don't go right, say they don't change the narrative.
I say you not change the narrative.
I not change narrative.
Go on.
If I say, now the respect to Igbo law, this is not the thing where we bring to come here today. Oyibo say you must get your paper, you get a passport, you get proof of address, you still bring divorce paper evidence to show say you never marry.
Mm,
Before you fit marry for Oyibo land, una go respect am.
mm,
People go respect am, no be una. When e reach for Nigeria, una say, okay, may I go do am for Nigeria. If we just do am for dem, don just bring affidavit, and just give Oyibo, don give us paper. Na whose fault? Enika agree that kind thing.
okay,
Enika
pa
no
still
agree
get
that kind thing.
question.
Wait,
Epa
now make
wait.
I answer your question finish. Make I answer your
The
question
answer.
finish. I never want to see a guy, you want push me to that level now.
They got me sit there here the draw too.
You're
Make una pull
trustable,
am,
okay.
go pull table, Jonah. See,
Okay.
Now.
Okay. When the worst part of it all, when these people want go plan the marriage, the traditional one, where they kick against now, say they not fit go kneel down, go do perform funeral ritual. They go say, I want, they go do tradition. They go do am for my papa parlor. They go come back again, we go registry. They'll come back again, we'll go church, go do am. Now who dey spoil the thing, now who dey spoil the custom, who dey spoil the norms, the constitution wey dey ground so? That na question. Ask your second question. I answer you well.
May I first tell you this one. All that
Go on.
one where they say make them do registry, make them do this, make them do that. Now
Na who dey
because of
talk am?
lack
No be
of
the woman dey
trust.
mostly talk am.
Epa, now you go let me answer you. Now because of lack of trust,
No, na
many women
you
don't
dey give
see
me
for
question.
picture. Wait, another question. May I first answer you
Okay,
this one. You
answer this one.
question
Na wetin be your answer? Start am again, make we hear. Make people dey
I
hear o.
what you they say the women now they stress say they must go put money for in head
Yes.
for Nigeria.
Mm.
Now they tell say now lack of trust. Now make some you talk about say they go do different types of marriages. Now lack of trust. So then they find where handcuff go there, where you go hold the man hand, so that the man not fit go against the rules where they marriage. So now that one be the
Okay,
answer.
okay,
Then
that one. Make we take am one by one. Make we take am one by one. That one wey
now
you
you
talk,
ask me question, now I reply you. Wait, the question me want ask you now.
you see?
Okay, you know say you not get paper to go Nigeria, but you say you want marry, or you not get money to go Nigeria to go do tradition, and you say you want marry, and the woman you say the woman come the press say make it go do the traditional one. May God not let the man die as they dey here. The man no pay money for that woman head. You think say the woman go do the one wey be the topic now? Say make woman go sit down for ground for the man.
for where?
Now make
Listen,
a part.
listen. That one wey dey sit down for ground for the man.
Mm,
The woman, if na Benin woman or
mm.
Nigerian woman, you know say that na part of the condition. You talk am just now say na 24 naira. 24 naira into convert to British pounds or convert am to British pounds and euro. It's about £3 to buy woman.
No call her to but just significant of say you come see me, you want marry my daughter.
Then when the man dies, you go sit down there too.
Some people
Go
not
sit
get
down
the
there.
£3 to take buy am. Some people not
No,
even.
as they talk her now, my sister. It's
Yeah.
like a person because of £3. Now you want go sit down for ground, which means a partner you there against the traditional marriage.
No. You dey divide the topic
I
now.
know
What
that,
we
but
are saying.
what you
See,
talk? You say the money not even
wait,
reach
wait, wait,
any.
wait, 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 wait a minute here.
You
Wait a
say they
minute here. Now
provide
you
am
dey ask question, you
£50.
dey appropriate, you dey reprobate.
I
Let
want
me
make you
explain
hear
to you.
me well. Make people wait they listen
I
to
hear
us.
you
Make
well,
them
well.
hear well.
I hear you well, well. For Oyibo marriage, there are conditions. So marriage na contract. Oh. There are conditions where they follow marriage. Part of the traditional traditional marriage conditions, we say, now your wife for life, now your husband for life, one year. All the children will born for you, now you. Let me just quickly just take this one. Let me explain it to you. This one will not come, they try to push marriage inside this barrier for a woman. So it's not the reason. One of the reasons be say, like we in Edo, we not get any particular religion where we dey serve. We they believe in a Nikao, the ancestors. Now we they pray to. The ancestors, now we they pray to. That ancestor, the marriage where then they do for Edo, be say, it get conditions too, and part of it now be all these conditions where we dey talk so. If the man dies, you come sit down there. And most cases, now the first wife, because now the first wife now born the senior son, senior pikins. That senior son, he still get conditions where follow am. Say if him mama not do these things, the son cannot eat the mother's food. Now condition.
Now who they
Otherwise,
marry?
it go
Now
happen.
who they marry? They do that one. Who they not marry? No, they do.
Now who they marry? Who they put money for his head?
Okay,
Now who they marry?
you born first child, eh?
No, it
If
don't
you born
necessarily
that,
be said that first wife they born
now not the
first.
let person
First
talk.
son.
No, you don't go let me talk because you
Una
dey get
just
am
dey
wrong.
argue.
They get am wrong, they
tire
no
for
be
the whole thing.
informants.
Una dey talk am.
Sometimes the third wife they born first son. Second wife they born first son.
Yes.
Okay, now who come born first son go sit down for ground? You let us know.
Madam, una know the two madams. Una know say many burial wey we don watch witness for Edo.
Yes.
If the man dies or the woman dies, they go say for us part of the burial condition, they go come pay money for the dowry. If you pay am, then you do the condition. I agree with you. That's not the point when I bring. They go ask you that first. If you not ask,
Okay,
if you
like
born,
we pay dowry when the person die.
they go pay. Who are high?
Okay, dowry when you not pay when your wife they alive. Now
when the woman already move on.
Now when
Okay,
it die, now you
make one person una just dey siaga, make one person dey ask one question at a time. Then I go answer una. Una don't start with human rights fight here now.
What you talk now? Me the moderate.
Okay, you dey reprobate and approbate.
Felicia, go on.
Oga Kagbe, Domosa. So this one you dey talk so. Say if the man don't die before we come pay bride price, then the woman can't go do the normal thing. So listen to me, Epa. If woman they date man, you born one pikin for that man, the man not make you go. Now you talk just saying a woman they drag me go they pay bride price. Now so if
Yes,
just okay,
yes,
that one there. Okay, now some women know they drag me, they go they pay bride price. For such women, know they drag, we know they drag the man. For example, if you not pay, if you know you born one, you born two, you born three boys or 4 boys for one man for this Europe una the date, una the relationship. As you don't born those 4 children for now, make God not let bad thing happen. Then the man after he don't old, something can happen to the man can pass away. They will go Nigeria, say they want to go do burial. Then the family of the man go come say, now when the man dey in state, now when they let the man in state, now that time now the eye open say now they want to go pay the bride price of that wife who born 4 children for her. Why make she for sit down for ground? Who does that? Which kind? For
Me
where they happen?
Now they ask question.
Me they ask you now. Me they ask
Yeah,
you now.
me
Pa.
You ask me, I never touch. Wait, the other woman there they talk.
Okay,
The
no,
other
make you wait. Mama, wait first. Make you answer my question. Why? Tell me, Pa.
Una don't see a Ghana. Una don't see a Ghana.
Mama Saga. Mama say you may ragbon.
You don't ask me. You don't ask me questions.
Talk on. Quick talk on.
You don't see a Ghana. Here is a situation. We are talking about how the traditional rules, the traditional funeral rites, they apply to those in diaspora.
You know apply like that.
Oh, I don't go talk again then. Make una talk and finish.
In fact, you're not ready to talk. I read 20 person right.
You know
Bella now is
saying you go ask me question, no go let me talk. You go ask question, no go let me talk.
He said his mama na third wife, and his mama sit down for ground when his papa die.
His mama do oversee. Now we do not started from
the basic. Both married go oversee and Nigeria, we not restrict this.
We are talking about oversee. We are talking
Sister
about Madam.
Felicia,
Let me
ask
take am step by
just
step.
now. Do answer Sister Felicia. Oh,
Make
man,
I
where you
answer.
can't die.
Make
Now,
I answer.
as he die, now there
Make I
family
answer.
one pay bride
Make
price.
I answer,
Not be
Madam
shame.
Felicia. Don't worry, bro.
Eh? Pastor, if you know say me na talkative, I ready to carry on. No,
Epa,
no say I
something
not
like
call you again.
Epa,
No.
answer that, answer. But we just because they had the why not go pay bride price?
Man, man, woman, after I share,
Would you try to,
maybe 20 years.
Oh.
Hey, Papa, before we come program like this, you supposed to they call Nigeria, ask information. Man, where you not put money for woman head, you know they sit down for grand for her. Even some culture they children where he born, they will say he born her out of wedlock.
They're not gonna give
He no
them.
marry am. So this the children, he not be the man. Oh, now they make some culture come they say before we go recognize these children, that your wife where you die where you not put money for your head, come pay, come do the marriage. But
Yes.
that one man where you not serious, now they call let him marriage arrive to that kind one. Person dey alive, you no let her enjoy her marriage day. A part talk and just dey say na three things na important for life. The day dem born you, the day you marry, then the day person die. Okay, the one where the person go, the day dem born you, you no experience am, you never get sense that time. Na
No.
people around you take care of you. The marriage na be that person wan really enjoy for when you go say see me see you. I know as they take marry me. Man wey e no come let woman enjoy that one. He go come say e fit die before he go pay money. That kind man, they supposed to lay am down, give am 40 stroke of
After
case.
you don't die.
No. Even if he die, they will say beat am. No, apart from saying the man die, someday, now when the woman die too, now the family of the woman go say, before we recognize you as our in-law, come pay bride price. So now both way, either when the man don't die or when the woman don't die. Another one when me want see be ask a pa where a pa verse. Star Felicia, we ready to carry the canoe. A pa they say one see a gap for where two of us day.
For
You will
where?
see something. Another one when me want make you talk on be say, you will see you'll be like when they marry me, my papa and my mama they are alive. Maybe after 15 years when my papa come die or after 20 years. Now they want go do burial, they will come the first man where I did with for her say, come put money for my head.
Yes.
That kind thing is good.
It's not good.
Eh.
Papa will not sit down eat cola when they alive. Make you pray for a pikin, for a daughter. Make you sit down there enjoy papa side of marriage. Make you say, my pikin they marry. Oh, the man go there, not go do anything. Now when the papa don't die, then the pikin, the family will come say, go call your husband where they born for come. May come pay that price. And you two will be the woman true. You come wait. May they come pay that kind of money for that that spot where papa don't die alive again. You know, so your company is saying by force. Company is saying by force. Because if you want to pay the bride price, you don't need to make papa die first before you come say one come pay am.
Okay. The one where the party talk just now say we dey abroad. E still good. Let's assume the man not go home, the woman not go home. E good make them post bride price, make them send bride price through Western Union or through Arrow to Arrow or through Lobo go give family. Make them say they do the bride price for back. If I don't know say me ready come o, if they catch the car body, you don't know say when I'm Mimi. If I want defend men, when we go say they be heartless men. Heartless men. How much they say they take put money for woman head? 24 naira. Okay, if even the woman say you need canopy for everywhere, he correct marriage to 1 million. Why you not hold 100,000? You go the back of the woman to him papa say, my in-law, I beg my wife, they say we must do canopy. Me no get. I don't get this money where I'll take cook for family. Let me talk to your pikin. Because the way to be married, not be the one where they do inside. Not be the one where they put canopy for outside. That one I make people tell no say marriage they go on inside house.
And so
Okay, a person they not fit go home, or I don't know as he come talk am. If I lie
mm,
for here, then go vex come out.
a
Okay,
person
marriage is make them post am, make them
no.
post marriage money.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
People
Epa Okagbe,
see
your attention is needed.
people wey post marriage or
Mm.
somebody go wait go represent you or whatever, e no work like that. Because why the day wey the husband go come make not be only man dey die, the woman still dey die also. Make God let all of us live long. But if that kind thing
Amen.
happen, yes, if that kind thing happen, that woman wey dey here go sit down for house, you go sit down for ground for Nigeria.
You
How
know,
many women
you
for this
know,
diaspora? How many women for this diaspora as we dey so go say one follow your husband, say husband don die, e go follow am go home, go sit down for ground. No be here
and
that they
like me,
bury most, no be here that they bury most of the men
me
or
don't see
the
on
women.
2, 3 occasions where the men die. The man pay everything. He do a traditional marriage. He get one, they bury am for this abroad, but his wife can't go home, go do the
Okay,
ritual, come back.
okay,
Then he still get another one. As they carried the man go home, the wife go with her, go perform everything. He
yes,
come back.
yes,
uh Because man where if he say you want marry, as a part they talk just now, man where he ready to marry, where part they say now women they push, they say make them go put money for their head. Man where he ready to marry, you supposed to say my wife for this period, in this 3 first year where we they marry now, marry ourselves here, make we gather money where we will take go home. Man,
mm-hmm.
where if he carry wife go home, go do the marriage, may God not let anything happen. If the woman not come go do the tradition for of the burial, now the woman head now everything
Now
he
e
did.
dey.
Okay, he get one where a pastor talk just now. He say talk am oh, I say talk am. Is when he said that they do marriage in form of say marriage where they do for here, na so they do court marriage, na so they do this one. He can't
Church
even talk of Queen Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth na im husband not being fed die,
na im.
abi.
Yes,
We
my
see where
husband
Queen
said that.
Elizabeth sit down for grant for her husband. No, we not see am.
No.
They not show there say e sit down. So most of these cultural things now, bad people they hide under, they punish the woman.
The
Me
woman.
no say make the culture not go on oh. For if you marry good man and during his lifetime he make you happy, if the man die, not be person go tell the woman say go do
At
the
all.
tradition.
At
It
all.
has to be if man marry good woman, e see say this woman contribute to in life. The man not do purukere waka, the woman not do purukere waka.
Yes.
Na just by nature, the woman die. Nobody supposed to tell the man say you must go home, go do the necessary. But the way
Not at
I
all.
come to talk, it be like to sit down for grant. Whether man pay money for woman head though, he not pay money for woman head, the woman must sit down for ground. Who
For
go
where?
gree? Who family go gree? Family where you no know husband, he go
Uh,
come allow him daughter to go sit down for ground.
some
Because
papa no even know the some papa of woman. You no even know the person wey pikin dey born for Europe. You no
at
even know.
all.
They no know. And the people the man sef no go even say make him go
Uh,
introduce himself
uh,
to the family of the woman. Say okay, this there's such man wey something go happen to now. You go say because now you born first or second or third or fourth or fifth son for now, because of that one you can't go sit down for ground for now. For what?
Epa don come. Epa never call you abeg. You vex comot just now. Na me be moderator. Another one wey me wan still ask you, Sister Felicia.
no, wait,
You go
wait, 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 wait.
Epa
The
you vex
beauty of
comot na let me
wait,
reach your turn
madam,
first.
wait. I know. Me and you will be co anchor of this program.
We no
Wait,
be co-anchor again. You vex leave me.
Make
If as you vex me
make una take
vex.
am easy. Koro,
If
koro,
as
koro.
a vex comot, me vex comot. Who go anchor am since? I bet one way I want to talk. You will see some women, they don't leave the man over 30 years. Some that when before the man die, or even over 40 years when the man can't die at old age, we pray. Then when they do the burial, they will say make they go call the woman come. That kind
Yes.
of, and when they quarrel, they don't find way to join them together, make them settle. But when he can't die now that the family go
Go
come
come.
stretch like say the woman, maybe the woman there another man house. They
Mm-hmm.
born for another man. And maybe
Mm-hmm.
he don't return money for the marriage. The man
Mm-hmm.
say he no go receive her. Then when the man can't die now, they will come say make the woman come from the where they because I don't see one location. They can't tell the children, say if you not go call your mama come, they know they do, they no agree make the children participate for the marriage. Now the family of the woman come say,
The barrier.
we return money more than 7 times. The man say he no go carry. So we can't leave the money for their outside. We don't know who take her. This one where the woman come marry, so he still can't put money for his head. How do you see that kind of thing?
You see, I better talk one thing since so. So this marriage wey we dey do for our house for Nigeria or for tradition, our tradition, Bini gongongon. Some no know. Out of say they no know, they do many things wrongly. If person
Hmm.
marry, they pay your bride price. As they don't pay your bride price finish, you marry the man. Fine. Then later, you and the man you can't separate, leave the man. And that same man, you return money, you can't give am. The man say no go take as you dey talk am just now. He return money
Eh,
almost 7 times. The man say no go take. Some go even say they don't dash you. So that kind of money, they'll say they don't dash you. The ahian, we forget. You born for me now. Take the money, I dash you. That kind of money na dangerous money. You must that traditional traditional we get traditional court for Benin.
Una not let me talk. Make una
Epa we
continue.
dey come now with the your court of just now.
me
Me I
if
round
a
up this
man
one.
don't take time, me no call am, not be me and call you, okay?
Láwo owó tí epa.
How a part of the verse leave us?
You know verse, you dey busy, dey eat.
I know
So
the eat too. I know the eat too.
you verse.
I know the
I
eat.
beg
See,
continue, Sister Felicia.
Okay, that kind
madam, you've been talking since. Let's take this thing step by step,
If
let
please.
me
Sister
round up.
Felicia
Let
finish
me
in
round
you
up.
now,
Epa, let me round
as
up.
you verse come we all verse come out, the program never
The
close.
program go close.
Epa,
So you're not
hold
supposed
on,
to verse
let me
come
round
out.
up. So as I dey
Next
talk am
time,
just
if
now,
I don't take us for granted, Sister
that
Felicia continue.
that is why we have customary court.
Hmm.
Traditional and customary court we get am for Benin. So you go take that money. If the man refuse am, go to customary court, go drop am for there. That's the right place to drop that money. Not be when you go throw
Hmm.
for outside. Because first you na so dem throw the bride price come give your papa for outside wey dem take pay am. No,
Hmm.
you take am back to the traditional court, go put am there. Say I see I marry this man for the past years now or few years now or few months now. I no wan marry again. But this man no wan, he wan take am punish me, no take this money back. Dem say okay, then you start the procedure. Then they'll tell you where to go put the money. You leave am there. That is the right place to return the money to. If you don't return that money to that one, if the man come die later, they no get right to take on call you, make you come. And if they carry the matter, go say because you born for there, your children, this and that, then you go call them for customary court. Go summon them. They don't go answer. So money wey they go dey throw, always return bride price. Is very, very, always return it to the right place. Very important.
You
And
never
some
reach
days
Thank
time
dey,
for advice. You never reach time for advice. We are just building up the case. Make
I
una
mean,
wait.
if I get question where I want to ask you, let's start Felicia
Madam, wait,
finish.
wait. We're not question yet. You've asked many questions since. Let us take this thing step by step. Otherwise, we'll be
okay,
deviating from the
talk your
topic.
own. Talk your own,
We'll be
talk your own.
deviating from topic.
Talk your own. Now
We'll be
wetin lead to
deviating
that
from
topic?
topic.
I get ya to
Now,
your
when
talk.
we
We'll
leave
be
it,
Without
doing
I
the
marriage,
you
you
not
deviation.
cannot sit
marry
on the
woman
floor.
because woman born for you. A woman born for man, you know, if you just say the man
Madam,
die now,
this is
make them
not
carry
where
the
they
woman.
do women
Now,
advocate
we
here.
not
We are
depend.
not doing advocate here. We are talking about
Okay,
customs versus
you talk your own now.
migration. We are
Epa talk.
talking about customs and migration, not
Eh,
women advocate.
Okay, epa talk now, talk.
Okay. What I want to say, I've had the time to listen to
Speak
you
pidgin
people.
English.
Eh?
Make
uh,
people hear you.
I don't hear wetin everybody talk. It be like
Mhm.
say people wey dey here, then they fight or then they fight against the customs. No, we are talking about the situation where we, the migrants, the lost generation, where we find ourselves. If there is any way we can retrace back our culture and mix the two together to be able to eradicate this type of problems we una dey talk so. I agree. Una say I live, I no live, I dey lis ten to una. All this na the cumbersome, the problems wey we dey face with the customs. My people, una do well. As I don come now see am say the view go up. See, what we are saying here today is that we are more or less like the sacrificial lamb. We migrated to overseas. When those customs were created, when they create those customs and tradition, they did not envisage that there will be a time people will leave their home and go to foreign land and still hook, pick and choose some part of our tradition and culture. That is, they'll come dey select which one they go do and which one they not go do. This forum we create am so that we'll fit discuss am, then we'll still look for ways to sort these problems out. Not for a forum where we'll come to talk about customs and tradition. I remember when I agreed to take nationality, to become citizen of a foreign land, then go ask you, na Bible or na Ogun or na Muslim you be, na that one you swear. You will swear and say, this na the thing where I belong to. Now I will swear by this that I will abide to the law, I will respect the laws of the land. You will swear and put. Now so it still dey happen for court. Where we find ourselves today, we dey do am na mostly in diaspora na this program be, not people wey dey Nigeria. Because when our people make that law, they no get am. Say we go travel one day, begin dey use £1,000 or £2,000 for children wey dem born or people wey go follow you come, make dem come go do marriage or come do burial for where dem born us with the sand. If una have joined us since, you know when I dey talk the preamble, I talk about the introduction. So what we are saying today is that we have lived here, we dey overseas. There are certain things, normal midobo, person wey no see problem, na no know wetin be problem. A lot of people dey here for about 15, 20 years, they no get document. And that people, they come from Africa, they wan marry, live their life for African tradition and culture. Then those kind of people, if we talk like this, that means those kind of people cannot go home and go and marry. Even when they find themselves here, for them to do am, it's either we dey talk about say somebody, then go send somebody, make them go count am for in lap. Another person go represent you there. What about here, where e be say person wey you no know, wey not born, you no know how you take grow, go come dey do am. Nobody dey look into that aspect, say that they still do some kind arrange where somebody will be senior for your community will come do your marriage for you. What we are saying here today is that should Nigerian women be subjected to funeral rituals when their husband dies, then my sisters will sit down here with us today to discuss this program. They try to build the situation where we find ourselves. Now there we come to this level where the argument, where they accuse me, say, me verse come out. I not verse come out. Truly, Benin tradition say, aye, agwa. If you migrate to overseas land, the thing wey dem dey do for there, The registry wey dem dey do na registry dem dey do there, you do it there. And if you die here, the thing wey dem dey do, dem go do am for here. Why we bring this thing come now? We be first generation wey first migrate, or second generation wey migrate to foreign land. The laws and tradition get as e be. As I talk just now, for you to go home to go do marriage, when we know a lot of people no understand, certain people, about 70% of the migrants wey come from Africa, dem get hard time, dem get problems. A situation whereby somebody go carry about 20,000 pounds to go do burial for home. That money, not about 70% or 80% get that money. Oh. Let us be sincere. You fit get friends for home, family from home, before you come. But by the time when you take day, a lot of them don't die. So for you to raise that kind of money, now make Oyibo dey laugh or say, Africans, they spent a lot of money to celebrate the dead. That kind of money go fit give deposit for someone to buy mortgage in overseas, in diaspora. We are trying to make it to be easy. A situation, I've made reference to it, a situation where somebody want marry, you go talk about traditional marriage, court registry and all. Court and church marriage may be cheaper in Europe or America, but in Africa, first of all, remove the ticket and your hotel and the inconveniences and the loss of earnings where you go get out of here. It's easier said than done. Say somebody will born children. Now so the money to go pay 24 naira. 24 naira at first don't convert them to about 30 cents or 30p. But money where they follow and before you pay that 30p. If you calculate it, if we all sit down look at, I'm looking at the economic aspect of it now. We are talking about money where go buy house for Nigeria or deposit for overseas. Even buy some small house for rural area of Europe. We, our people, are not looking into this. These are the things we are looking into so that we can discuss, people can come with suggestions, and these suggestions, people where they watch us, people where make the laws in Africa can then come in and try to improvise or modify the laws or customs. That's not the thing where we did. We not create this forum for women advocates. Once again, I'll still talk in all our programs here. We don't talk, say, when politicians go start to, they say they want contest election. Waiting I dey mostly hear from a lot of people from Nigeria, wey come from Nigeria. They want go home. They don't tire. Life they suffer here. Then this na the same people again. Then will still come back to say they want spend 20,000 to go do burial or marriage for home. All these na the things where we dey try to talk. My own take, may I summarize wetin me dey talk. Here, if you come here and you take your citizenship, if it's come to marriage, do it here. If you want to still follow the customs home, then go back home, look at the implications wey concern am, the vow, the rituals where you want go take, then you look into it. These are the I dey talk about my own empirical, the background of wetin go lead to the real topic where we dey talk today. But I do know in Nigeria, in Benin City, Edo, when I say I will go use for illustration today, these rituals mostly concern the first child, because the first son na im go replace the papa wey go. And our sisters dey talk, they forget to say that the men, Edo man, still dey do these rituals too for their wives. Dem dey do am. Man go marry 3, 4 wives, e go still sit down for ground, do all those things wey una dey say e no suppose to happen. So the problem here, we have to look for ways to balance this equation. Men dey do am. If I lie, una say na lie, I dey lie. Man dey still sit down for ground for the woman. The reason be say, once the man dies, the first son takes over what him papa supposed to do. But unfortunately, e no dey happen anymore like that again. Benin people no dey wash, Edo people no dey wash dead body give their wife wey dem leave behind, make dem dey drink. First son takes care of the younger children, so the responsibility na im go look after the mama wey live for ground, go look after the children wey papa born for ground. Spiritually, na im go be the owner or the okagbe of the family. That na the reason dem make all these laws down. But modern people like the one una dey talk now, dey among the reasons why all these things destroyed. It's a pity on this today now on this program, na mostly women na im anchor the program, and na mostly women dey comment section. If other elderly men wey adore our traditional culture, wey like our traditional culture, therefore to the correct, especially me or all of us, how it's supposed to be. Here is a situation. You people are picking and choosing. If you don't like the tradition, not dey eat the eba wey dem dey eat now. Behave like Oyibo. Like my sister talk say, queen die, husband na first die, whether queen go sit down for ground. There are certain things wey queen do wey you no go see for public, and there are certain things wey we dey do for home wey no go dey video. We only know, and that is the reason why we dey discuss am today. Custom na custom. Like I said, 3 aspects of human life: the day you are born, the day you marry, and the day you die. When you are born, dem dey carry kola nut, carry coconut, carry honey, carry many things to name the child, to celebrate the child. And when the child dey grow up, there are many things that they take am to. Once you reach adulthood, that they see wetin dem dey call karele, dem go still initiate am put. When he marry, there are certain things wey dem dey do to get that person married. We get our customs. It's just a pity we don't write them down. Oyibo people write them down. When pastor or the person with the marriage register go call you, I today call G Imwetinya, my wife, the better to us. That I swear, wa vembo, wa von, for better for better for worse. And when things they go wrong, so maybe the man go follow another woman. The thing where them go do is still there. We saw recently what is happening to Donald Trump. All these things now because then they write down for paper, then they write down come out, they bring the person come court, come they judge all those things. Una not take them into consideration. A situation where a whole man go either lose his house, come up for house for the woman to stay. Such a thing can never happen in Africa. Africa, especially Edo, the cradle of civilization. So I go now take question. Madam, you dey sleep?
Me?
No, I dey talk now. Be like so now dey sleep.
We dey look you now. We dey want make you talk and finish, because if we interfere now, you say you will not let you talk. So wait.
Okay, wetin I talk now? I say make una ask me question. Do I make sense?
Okay, of course. The question wey me want ask you. You talk just now say if the woman for abroad, here if they marry. So are you now saying that traditional marriage, people were there, maybe they do we are say church or registry marriage?
Yes, if you live here, you not swear an oath to live here and follow the law. You are
Okay.
just here. You are no more there. You are no more in
Okay.
Africa.
Okay. But now, if you now go home to go and do the traditional marriage, then
That
you
na
still
problem. Marriage na marriage. In Nigeria, that traditional marriage is more like a fun fair.
okay.
Eh?
If I still be
Fun
as
fair.
you
That
as
means papa, mama go come, then go eat, then go begin to sing and dance. The
okay.
contract, they not they sign any contract, but here you
For,
sign.
okay. For church marriage, where they do for here now, or for home, or just as make we talk about for here. The one they do for here, now, I think pastor go ask you so whether you don't go the man where they marry, whether I don't go see the mama or the papa of the girl where they marry, whether I don't go do the traditional one for home before I come do church home.
For here, that one question they come from all those fake pastors. Now we
Okay.
come from Africa. Now then they ask us questions. Or a book
Okay.
pastor
Then
not go ask you that.
okay. Then man, as you talk, just now say now the first wife wey born the first son because of the son wey born for the man, so it's it dey necessary make the woman come sit down for ground for the man.
The man they do it too.
No, I know the man too. Dey okay. Make we
The
go the
man they
woman
do
side
it
first.
too. The
Make
man
we
they
go the
perform
woman.
sex
Make
ceremony.
we go the woman side first. You mean now say if woman born for man, he born son first son for man, then he no marry the woman, he no pay bride price for the woman. So you think say e dey normal or necessary make the woman come sit down for ground for that man?
For that question where you ask, if that woman is married to the other another man, eh, that aspect need modification. If you born first son, we go take head of the house in place
Mm,
of the dead disease, the person will
mhm,
die.
mm,
And the law is the custom, the tradition says the first son will have to be the head of the house, somebody who will not take over the affair. In Nigeria, in Edo, we have a lot of traditional apparent heir apparent. People will go take some certain aspect of responsibility. People will go to perform uhure, the departed soul, other juju. People
epa
will go
epa
to her. Somebody call now. I don't know which the person be. Let me see who that person is. Hello. Yeah, I'm on a live video. I'll talk to you later, please. So, sorry. Oh, thank you. I'm on a live video. I'll come back to you. So, if
okay.
if your first son, the reason why first son, the lowest be say you not go be a kagbe, you not go be a nogi, you not go be a chief.
Okay.
But the lowest one be say you be head of the family
Mm,
now.
okay.
Now you
Epa,
go
may
to
I tell
take
you?
decision where papa supposed to take for your junior
Okay.
ones.
Epa, make I tell you one thing. And this one I want tell you so. Other Bini men or women we read grow old for home, we read no tradition well. Now the thing I go tell you so, they will still tell you. Me, they tell you now. Say
Talk am.
if man marry, if man not marry woman, assuming me, I take myself, take set the example.
Mm.
If me not marry man, the man not pay my bride price. I born 5 boys and 2 girls for him, and he not pay my
Mm.
bride price.
Mm.
And my boyfriend he be.
Okay. If
Now the
you
father
come,
of my
okay.
children. If I wait now,
I dey
I dey
listen
listen
to
to
you.
you. Listen, may I tell you.
Mm.
Some people when they listen to us, they go hear us well.
Mm.
Now girlfriend, now a girlfriend that be. Now the mother of the children, now be. As him be the father of my children, we are not married. That word married is not there. And because that word married is not there, I don't owe him. I don't owe him. Me, not about the children. I'm talking about myself. I don't
Mm.
owe him anything when he's
Mm.
gone. For example, to come and do the rituals or to come and do the traditional thing. I'm not going to
I
do.
hear, I hear you. I hear you. Cut and short. Summarize that part.
Okay. I cut him short. I did again upon I cook one. So
Okay,
don't cut
we
me
have a
short.
guan for now. We the Chinese men. Maybe I know
I
what
work
I
one
go on.
see. Mama who wants to my agree again soon. Yago.
Okay, go
Sister
on.
Moti me kwa ye gwan yati now. So me try me time when I erioje ileledo. When you are the only place I will not honor the dead man or that dead person is when the bride price is being paid. Even if the bride price is paid and I don't have children for him, I'll go and sit down. It's not about the children now. It's about the traditional marriage, the bride price. Don't get me wrong. Oh, I said even if I don't have kids with him, assuming we are together, then honor pay bride price. My bride price is being paid or has been paid rather. When he's gone, I will go and do the traditional ritual for him. But if I have children for him and he didn't pay my bride price, I will not go there and do the traditional things for him. That's the rules. That's the customary and traditional rules. It's not about the first son or not. Before first son came, I have to be a wife. I have to be a partner for the first children or for the first one to be born. First one, Madeki Sore, is about me. So this is why we are just trying to let.
Listen to now. Wait. You don't talk now. Be me and still talk.
No, you know, if you talk, yes, I'm waiting to talk.
Make I no. You just answer question and you cover on. You just raise one. You just raise one.
Okay. Talk.
You just raise one issue now.
Your way of thinking. Your way of seeing things.
Yes.
A part of
No be my
no need
own
to
ways.
go
Make
to
I answer now. Make I answer
let
now.
them do my
Make I
God. No,
make I answer now. 1 minute.
you don't
1
know
minute.
what
1
to
minute.
The
1
power
minute.
no continue.
1 minute. 1 minute. Make I answer. Make I talk to Madam Felicia.
Use 1 hour.
Madam Holland, assuming you say you know if you do that kind of thing or you not go do, and the family the family offer you olive branch, say make them pay the bride price, and you say
After the
no.
man don't die.
After the man don't die, and you say
I go to sleep with us, he die, so Abi.
okay. My question is this: what if the family say okay, if that be the case, since you say not marry you, your children cannot perform the rituals or get inheritance of the man's property, what will you say?
We don't have such tradition in Benin.
The mistake when they not marry you can't carry property.
We don't have it, Epa. You are not. Go and ask.
We don't talk about modification.
We don't have it.
Oh, you see you women.
Not you women. I'm telling you the rules. I'm telling you the
traditional. Now say you not marry, I not marry you. Then you
no.
You not have that one in property.
Tradition. I'm telling you. Go ask Epa. It's not about me. Go and ask questions.
If the family decides say this man not marry you, but he marry
why the family not tell me say make you go marry me when the man they alive?
Okay, I want to ask you one question. Again, just number 2 question. Assuming if this man where they talk so, he not marry you, then the person where he marry, he can't go like we talk just now, customary court and I think you know no law. He can't go customary court, my husband property, and he not give you, your children. What will you say?
That's all. Thank you. Wait, listen. I'm trying to tell you, it's not about the children. It's not about children, Epa. It has to be about it has to be about you, the man, and you, the woman.
Where the man come marry, now can't do the thing.
Because he pay bride price for the woman. As he take home, the woman where he marry, where he go pay traditional marriage for her head. Now that woman, now get the honor to go sit down for ground.
He not pay my own. Get honor to collect the man properties.
The honor. Wait, make I tell you, Pa. Gone are those days when property be everything. Not this modern world, Pa. It's about honor. It's about honor, Pa. Okay, and dignity. Forget property.
I said the family offered give you olive branch.
They can't offer me because they're not. It's not our tradition. They don't have the right to offer me anything. If they want to offer me something, they should have asked their son to go and pay my bride price when he was alive and kicking. not when he's dead.
When the woman they born 5 children, 6 children, no say
It
them go
doesn't
take
matter.
property.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter,
You are
Epa.
not answering the question now. You are not one cause and effect, the two way go lead to.
I've answered your question. You are not listening.
You are not answering my question.
What was your question about?
Assuming the family say, since we are one, since you not do perform the rituals, you do not have right for your children do not have right to take over the estate of the man.
Okay, now you listen to the answer. You are not listening.
I'm listening now.
The question, the answer is this: as long as the bride price was not being paid, yet totane, and the law and customs of the of tradition, alright, though stays where it's not about the children, it's about you and the woman. So they don't, that family that is assuming now, the family that you say that we assuming, they don't even have right to assume, because it's
so
not in our system.
The family not get right to say let the bride price be paid now.
The family have right to say let the bride price be paid, but when their son was alive and kicking,
no, you are talking about speed make now. That's not the reason why the family they okay Jeff to manage.
Okay, now wait, Epa. If I were to be your sister.
No, not talk my sister, Jonah.
Okay. Now any man that is saying that because you have your wife, you have a woman in the house, the woman has children for Benin person. No, you have a wife, you are a Benin man. You meet your wife here in Europe. People are having children together. If you like, have 72 children. That's not the issue. If you want honor to be given to you at the end, go and pay that woman's bride price. Any woman that you paid his bride price with or without children, that woman is going to give you that honor with or without children, Nepa. If you pay the bride price, that honor will be given to you. Even have children, though, don't have, that's not the issue. But the bride price, he honored you. The man honored you as a wife and paid your bride price. You too, as a wife, now will not honor him. If he's the one that goes first, honor should be given to him also. It's not about the children. The family don't have rights, or the law in those states or traditional law don't say, Amaka didn't say that. If you have children and you didn't pay the bride price because you have estate, then the woman should come and sit down because of the estate. Who estate help? The woman to have family also. Your family will never allow you to go and sit. My family will never allow me to go and sit for one man who didn't pay my bride price, who didn't recognize my family, who did honor me.
Well, you repeated this word now. For example, the family of the deceased offer that the bride price should be paid now, and you say no.
When? At what stage will the bride price be paid? At what stage, Epa?
After the death.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, we cannot win it.
Okay, is it because of Ekia now then they marry? Okay, when them una bump those children since, why the marriage not take place?
Thank you. Now you are talking.
The point here be say why men would una see they carry the discussion up and down.
We don't listen before you answer. That
I listen to you. We are saying conditions where we find ourselves in migration. That's where this discussion is centered on. Una dey divide am.
Okay, Pa, listen now. Migration. Thank you, migration. If you say that, I'm coming to your own your platform now. The way you are saying it now. If it is migration, the way you said it now, then don't go and do traditional marriage at home.
About we're going. That you don't get one solution out. Now I've not build it out.
That is it. If you don't want that tradition, don't do anything. If you don't want
you have argued it out now. Assuming the man is even buried here, buried overseas. Now, these are the things we are arguing now before we can progress. Now you are coming to my point. Who win now?
Now you are listening to me.
No, the agree said you've been defeated.
No, now you are listening to me. You were not listening to me. Now you are listening.
Yeah, the man, if you live in overseas and you marry here and you're going to be buried here, There is no point to go there to go and do all
That's
those
what
stuff.
Sister Mwetian said since earlier on. Sister Mwetian
No,
said,
Madam Mwetian said they work up and down, then you go come say
no. Madam Mwetian said,
which woman they don't call from overseas may come sit down for dead body where they
if you go do the
they don't
traditional thing, now Sister Mwetian talk, say,
Women
if you go do the traditional thing for home, and your husband is nice and caring and adoring you and is there as a husband and paid your bride price, when the man die for here, the woman go carry her husband, go home, go do the normal thing before she go come back.
How many people you don't see say where they repatriate dead body go home?
If you never see with the thing, let me talk about, you know what's in there? If a part there among people where you make law, a part for do only law where you suit am. If you not do law where you go suit another person. A part you are saying, as Star Felicia said, no need to go do marriage. You say, hey, let's assume you are in Nigeria, your children are here abroad, and is married to a man that doesn't recognize you. Will you be happy? Will you be happy?
My pikin fall from sky come overseas.
And then when you come say you no agreement, no need to they go and go do traditional marriage.
If come from sky, I mean, me will born them here, not be here. I born them because they get paper. Then I'll come do the burial.
I'm saying, if let's assume you are in Nigeria, you didn't come abroad, only your children. How many parents born their children here? Majority of people when you come born children here, now we they talk so. Let's assume your daughter is one of them, or as you are in UK, maybe your daughter went to Canada and he now married there. The man failed to now recognize you as the father. Will you be happy?
Okay, you ask me question. If you
not yes or no, don't say yes.
Wait, make I answer your question now. Viewers at home, I bet Mokuna like this video, Mokuna give a like. If you are not give a like, I'm not going to answer. Give a like, please. See, Nigeria today, the burial, the funeral, waiting me I don't see for Benin, most cases. A lot of these customs, they don't say they don't pay money to do inside house.
Waiting me ask you, you never talk.
Argument with judge they argue here so today.
No way, work when you
Now they answer you. The question you ask me. The question, okay, now the answer to you now today, now say, when it comes to that, they go say, make our war. This burial where would they talk so? Before, viewers are told, 7 days, some they take 14 days.
Me never talk of burial, not be burial, I ask you.
This modification.
If your daughter go Canada, he go marry, and he come they marry the man they born for and for there. They not come see you, the father. Will you be happy?
Thank you. That's it.
Hey, listen. Put it straight away.
Let's assume your daughter is.
You're not going to let me answer. Listen, put it
straight away.
You not go answer. I understand your question. You not the understand. If it's by custom, say, me alone can officiate, can stand for my daughter to get married outside Nigeria, and I born the Peking here, and I get access to overseas, why not? I'll come and attend, or give them my permission, assuming if I don't die. Would there not be
no?
You no, a pastor he go give them
the question. That was not even the question, Pa.
No, wait, a pastor he go give the permission, even when he don't die. Who died they give permission?
No, even assuming I don't die, would the marriage not take place? That's a question I ask.
I'm asking you, will you be happy in your life? You didn't pick the husband to your daughter. Didn't come to recognize you as the father.
Madam, for Igbo land, is it a must that the father must be there or the mother must be there? I'm asking a question.
Okay, you are not saying that the man can just marry the woman.
It's a contract. The man can The man can come and pay me visit later. It's a contract.
Hmm.
The two of them can
Epa,
sign the contract.
I fear no fear you. Make me still talk my own epa.
Talk your
Because
own.
now you dey talk since. Wetin you talk where I then want reply you
You say you
before be
want talk
saying.
your what you dey talk, say what I talk. Talk your own.
And I want to pick my own wetin I want talk. Say you dey talk about property.
I not
Epa,
talk
if
property,
poor
property.
people at home, they die for property. You wey don't see money, you wey don't get house, you no need to dey talk of property. Wife where is you say e dey Benin parable, if they not born for man, e no go carry in property go. But now you see talk say the woman go must sit down for ground, make it carry estate. You don't ever see where any family come they for a joint woman, they follow in children, they drag property. A part be there, so you don't see come out. So
I not come out. I not come out. I dey here. I not
why
come out
they always go outside the video now?
because
Okay, may I
I
talk
dey
my say
listen
may I
to
not
you.
talk to you. Frankly speaking, the topic with the talk be say, should a woman or a man continue to sit, do tradition, sit on ground according to a part, use left hand eat for 7 days, can't go back near moat, they sing con house. Should it continue? So we now talk of what will lead to, what will make a woman to do that. And any man where he not paid diary for his wife head, make he not expect am.
At all.
And if you not pay diary for woman head, if the woman still die, they can never call you as the man
At all.
to come to any tradition
Okay. You
because
don't
you are
talk now.
not recognized.
Make
Petra,
I answer
let
you.
me finish. I not obstruct you, so you are not recognized as the husband,
At all.
and in some family, the children might not be your own. They have right to take the children from you. That is why I love Igbo culture.
Yes.
If you are not strong as a man, apart the talk of property, does it mean poor men not they marry? Does it mean poor man that his wife no go sit down for ground? Does it mean the wife narrate it day all his life? If he die, before he die, he do marriage with him or a wife. You know, if he go sit down for ground. That is why I so much like Igbo culture. We have one delinquent man here, where one Igbo man, Igbo get born for. He denies so but now when they come, it is an I don't way to simplify their house, say, may let my people go. Let's make everybody happy. He go carry paper bag, go stress, say go see your parents go. Now, as the man even misbehave, the girl be don't agree. May recognize the pikin. But this man now went out of because if he said they will come pay money where they take care of the child. How much you want to pay for money where they take care of a child? This man now went outside his own jurisdiction, take the misbehave. Now Igbo people said, you are not the father of that child. Even when he had called the pikin, the boy tell am say, I don't know you. I don't know you. Because according to Igbo culture, even if I born 3, before I go marry man where he put money for my head, now that man where he put money for my head, now I get the 3 children. Now make men their brain they set well. You know, be like a dog culture where anyone feed us get up, they'll hide the culture where you favor them. Where you not favor them, they'll come the talker. And my audience at home, please know it that if you not put money for your wife head, your wife no fit sit down for ground for you, according to Edo culture, and you know fit do any ritual of sitting in one place for your wife too. A person how many people they carry people go, people see carry people home, and their wives go with them. Their wives go with them. But it's a shame for a man where he go get marshal, where they will contract tomorrow. He go there with woman for years. He not put money for his head. Who you come where the woman born for him? Fear go let him carry bride price. let am carry because you didn't buy and you can't resell. So let the truth be said. E no good as we did this platform, we go come dey bend something may e suit us. Abeg, Sir Felicia, if you still get what you want talk, make you talk am.
Yeah, Jare. The one wey me just dey talk for inside, wey pa talk, wey me no understand well. Wey pa dey talk say if you born for man finish, the man no pay your bride price when na dey born o. Okay, maybe after 65 years of marriage, or make God let everybody live long, the man come comot, he come die. Then you wey the man not pay the money for head since wey dey alive, wey the thing dey work, wey dey agile, wey him to be strong man, wey go fit help you. You no do, you no dey there. Wey go come die, they come call you say they wan come. Na that day they wan come pay a bride price for wetin? Na for dead body. For what? What is the use? No family go ever accept that one. Some family, the families wey still there, you know, even they never see that kind of family wey dey for Benin. Then secondly, some of us wey dey this abroad, so papa go dey alive, mama dey alive, the man he go carry the woman, they dey inside house, they live together. The woman dey born, they dey born together. Then the man no go suggest say make he go pay a bride price. Oh, wey go hear say the girl papa die like this. Then the family will come call that woman, call the girl, say, which man, the man wey you dey born for, go call am come. Una dey stay the same house, say yes, go call am come. Then they come call the man will come stand. The family of the dead man, the father, will come dey tell the man, say, when you come pay the bride price, as your in-law die, so make that the girl papa die, make that man come pay the bride price. Then the man will come say one come pay bride price for them, because this time around, you no go carry canopy, you no go carry musician, you no go bring, you no do marriage, you do am for inside house there. Put the 25 euro, 25 naira, put a bottle of gin, put a small thing, come pay the bride price for them. They go dey wait make the papa die, then they'll go pay, they'll go do cheap one. If I dey such situation, I no go, that marriage, I no go accept am anymore.
At all.
I no go accept am anymore. My father must not be dead before you know you come and do marriage when my father is lying in state.
We don't hear that one.
You
go round. You dey go round.
I no dey go round. Wait, I no dey go round.
Na me be moderator. Na me be moderator, Epa. Let's start finish. Start finish, go on.
Yes, you know. So if na me personal view, I no go agree anymore, because na me with am dey since. Now number 5 children are the born, so number 4 or number 2, you no do. So my father don't have to be dead for you to come and do the normal thing. So that aside, so the what me know for tradition, for our Benin tradition, if you dey house, if you want honor, if you want to be, if you have dignity in you as a man, and you carry person pikin put for inside house, if they born for you, una dey live under the same roof, you never go pay bride price, you no do nothing. No tomorrow say that woman not be your wife. No tomorrow say anything happen, not be your, no, you know, the woman not dead there, it go take off. The family of the woman get family also. You marry her for street, you know me say not get family. The family of the woman, they won't go allow and do some certain things concerning your own side. So go and do the normal thing. We are talking from experience. We are talking from what we've seen. We are talking from what we've been hearing. So that's the way it is. So do the normal thing. Then you will expect all these things. If you don't do it, no say na girlfriend, now you get for inside house. No say no ties between both of you now. No bond, no ties. Nothing tie you to them when anything happen. Now so me see amo.
You do well, Star Felicia. He get one husband and wife where he bring some case to me. And I can't say their case, not be the one where we'll fit settle here. Then we can't call the father of the man, say, see what they happen. I beg, make them settle and come from home. The father said he is ashamed to go meet the parents of the woman where he don't born 4 children for his son. Say, now when trouble come there, now he want to go find the family. When trouble never there, his son don't say, may I go put money for his head. He said, may I ask his son, when the girl born first one, now he tell his son, say, bring anything where you get. May I buy drink, go tell them, say, my son, they married your daughter for that side. Then two go come, can't do marriage. He say his son go, they say tomorrow, next tomorrow. Now when they can't get problem, now in son go say, make him come go meet in family. Who he go tell they say he be? You see a very nice father. He said, who he go ever tell? He said later in son come they send his wife number to run. Now he just tell his wife, say, though each time you they with me with you they talk, I beg, I be the father of that man, but I never be your father-in-law, not until we go put money for your head. I no get right. I no get right to say you do bad or you do good. But the only thing as a parent what I'll tell you, in any way, when I tell resolve that problem there, Mona resolve it. And I know why trouble they come, because my son failed to recognize your family, whether dead or alive. Do you know, say, when this girl listen to this thing, now that one quench
the matter.
The serious matter where we be the here. When the son still receive the one way father tell and say, he no go fit go in your wife family house. Who I want go tell them say I be?
Yeah, I be for that.
Now, so since we are together almost 10 years, I not come. Now, go na quarrel. Now I want go find in house. You don't know say they fit beat me, burn me alive.
Of course.
Now if father tell us say, you don't have right over that woman. You don't have right over the children self. Now belle with the woman. Now they call you her husband.
You repeat and West now program like this. We have to make we not stay long. I want to ask you a question.
My son, they married their daughter. You know, the man did that thing. So make a part they say they fit do marriage because then they abroad, make them not recognize family where they hope. Me never see where they do that one.
Okay, can I ask you a question now? You've got time
you are free to ask me if I ask.
Okay. I get about 3 questions, but I'll just only ask one now. Assuming in a worst case scenario, because what is happening now, a lot of our people in diaspora, because I still limit this discussion to diaspora, and I just take on to the other side. The first question is, assuming the man marry Oyibo, then the Oyibo must come. Wait to Mona never answer. Now 3 questions I get.
No, the answer and one the poor answer to one, not join all together.
Okay, assuming the man, this one will not the talk so, we are limiting it to diaspora. First question. Assuming the man in question, he can marry a non-native or cross-country marriage, or come marry for diaspora, marry white woman. Then you say make the white woman can't do one. Answer. You say one, go on, answer.
They can't do waiting.
May come sit down for ground for dead body.
Where the Dima was Sulabo here, Osulabo, so.
Not laugh. No, just answer.
Listen, Oyibo not there inside our culture. Let me tell you now, some Oyibo, they go do everything for the love we get for that man. Any culture where you tell that Oyibo say, see what then they do. If as the husband die, some Oyibo women are ready to go to any length to do it. They are ready to go to any length. So whether he marry Oyibo or he marry Black, culture is culture. Now you they said they must take the do one. Now you come.
I want to ask you. No, not push out to me. I want to ask you another one.
Second one.
Now one be this now put on.
Put her now.
Assuming na non traditionalist or na Christian, you go call am make come to am.
Epa,
Hmm?
may I first tell you, say, even in the Christian tradition, then they get the way they do am.
Mm.
The woman fit no use left hand dey eat as you talk.
Not be me, I
But
not
the
talk left
woman,
hand though. I not talk am o. Not be me,
you
not put
first
am
talk
for my
am
head.
since. You dey say it must continue, now you take start.
I not talk say
Even
must
as
continue.
a
I not talk
Christian,
say must continue. I talk na
even as
diaspora
a
I talk o. Na diaspora I talk o. That
even
means say
you
you not
don't
understand me.
now here with this. So even as a Christian, if husband die or wife die, the person involved is still the day. Then go they come follow and pray. They pray for her, do
Just turn
everything.
on to that question. Now,
Now
now,
you
now,
say as a
now talk to
Christian
with
now,
the talk now. Say you not go sit
eh,
down because the
the
number two
Christian,
question,
the Christian say,
number two
sit down
question now
for
want to
ground.
draw aga.
He get right. He get right to say, sit down for ground because the man no say na Christian before he marry her. And the family no say na Christian. That is why some family, if you even they talk of church marriage, they'll say na Congo they do that one. This one where we they do not our tradition. Ask
Okay.
another question, Ipa.
If the woman not come sit down for ground, the man not go die again. They not go reach where then they die. Not go rotty.
Ipa, listen.
Hmm?
Now you felt the talk say
I
we
not
know
talk
the
so.
do
Not put them for my head. I'm talking about
talk.
truth.
You say we know
Nigeria
they do
will not.
our
We are
tradition again
moving to part
because we
two
did
now.
that. You
People
say we
will
know
take
they do
diaspora.
tradition again. Now I tell you,
Mm.
say some
Midday against you forget the line of our debate.
if
Midday
I
against
don't change just now.
now
Now we dey
against
against
midday.
so
I day
if I now
against
we dey against so I bet
the
people in
question.
comment section
No,
let us listen, let us hear you people. As we test start this thing since if you now feel calling to give the opinion of each and every one of us. Me, Mwetinya Erabo, Sister Felicia, or Pa Okagbe. How did you see our position in this tradition of
if
burial?
they
Because
listen
wow,
with the
now me Mr. Felicia first go start from marriage. Say if man no put money for woman head, the woman get right to say he no go do. Now a pack on as the time he take quiet. Now a pack on say if the man can't get mansion, the family say they no give her. Now Mr. Felicia say leave the woman out of this. Now the children, now the property they talk about property, not be family go intervene because they no tell am make he put money for him head when the man dey alive. Now when he die, now he go come sit down make dem dey put money for him head. That was what Star Felicia said. You a part they say how many women they follow their husband go Nigeria, go sit down for ground. I say even for Verona where me dey, I don't see three. For Verona where I
out
dey,
of how many
the,
millions how many thousands of Nigerians they
we are not
can
talking of thousands, pa. Do you stand for tradition to continue or you don't stand for the tradition to continue? Let me now ask you, pa.
my stand has been that if you are in Rome, do as Roma. If you are here and you marry, you swear an oath the traditional way, what follows it should be done. And I make mention of it. Three aspects of human life. One, the birth. Two, the marriage. Third, the death. In arguing my point out, I said those three things. All I'm saying that we in diaspora, because most of our program here, we dey try to intersect, compare and contrast the tradition and the tradition we now meet in overseas. So I never finished my questions. While we dey debate am, then the question was in a way semi deviated to, oh, I no go sit down for Nigeria for ground or for near dead body. if my husband dies, I will not do it. Those one came from the two women.
He
Yes,
said the reason they will not do it if he not put money for woman
for
head.
the bride price. Then we can't enter a situation, country where we find ourselves, where they're not they pay dowry. That not the way we take enter, if we not forget.
Okay, Weka, let me quickly ask you now. If you now
Uh-huh.
there a country where they not they pay dowry, and who tell you say they not they pay dowry? Who gave that name dowry? Okay, because you there country where they not they pay dowry now. You now say a boy can just dash into your house, carry woman, carry your daughter, he go just go. You accept that?
Uh, the law in Great Britain is a marriage is a contract between man and the woman. And that na the thing where the judge, the pastor or the marriage registrar, they administer finito. The papa can only sign as witness, and the papa will sign as witness. Most cases, researchers prove say now then the first die. May we leave that aside. Then I never finish my questions before you start coming in. Now, because everybody quiet, we are coming to the question. The
Now me
topic
first
today.
quiet now.
Viewers at home, una just keep quiet. Nobody they give us the lie. Should Nigerian women be subjected to funeral ritual when their family, when their husband dies? That is the question we are discussing today. Then the number two question we say we follow these things. We said we are limiting our discussion to the diaspora, those in overseas. That are the two way we dey discuss. So we
If I
can't say
quick some statements here. Pasiri Long said that I will pay my bride price before I go and take my bride with me. You see her now. Na America be Latin America ma be this so. Where he still don't go Nigeria. He know the
he
culture
said,
where
I
he dey.
will take, he said, listen to the question.
I will pay my
Listen
bride
to
price.
the question. Listen, read the question again. I will take my bride, I will pay my bride price before I go. And take my
Uh-huh.
pride with me because that is the rule
Yes.
there.
He don't say he want
That
take
is
and
the
go
rule.
heaven.
That is
He
the
go
rule.
go pay him wife bride price. Then he go
Then
come
if they
carry and
take
go
her.
the house.
Then second question, you go ask Siri Long. If you follow the African tradition, rules and law, if your wife dies, are you going to travel with your children where the woman born for you to do the rituals and come back? And what guarantee and what insurance do you need to guarantee that? Because it may happen when you do not have it, the cash.
Okay. Can I come in? You know, the other time we talk about if person die, whether to carry and go home. Now they will come talk different insurances where they and the way people save money before it possible to carry go home. And you know, some men they really get the money. So anything happen before it even happen, he don't hand over most of in things to his wife. Not we know they talk of the one way die unexpectedly. Oh. The one way he old, he can't they sick before he died. Many of them for this abroad, they tell their wives how everything go be. So whether they bury her for abroad though, some women still they go home, go perform the rituals in as much as they pay the bride price. I know of Igbo woman where it be say the husband die. She when she go home, they shave her hair when she dey come. She shave hair. Me no know because her husband don't die like almost a year before she can go home. Now I come say, why e be say na during this call you come barb your hair? He say no, he say he go home, go perform im husband burial. You understand? So I still stand on it that man wey in no culture permit say man no pay woman bride price, make the woman sit down for ground for that man. Any woman wey do that one, na long throat e dey do. E wan do am make dem for say maybe I really dey property and e no guarantee the family to accept her if they don't want to accept her, whether
Okay.
pikin dey or pikin no dey,
Okay.
because na she sell herself cheap. A man must pay your dowry when the man is alive, not when the man die.
Thank you,
Okay.
madam.
Okay.
Viewers at home,
Sister Felicia, please continue.
the number is here now.
The
If you
Anybody
want to,
that want to
if
call,
you want to
just
contribute,
call before you call. Sister Felicia, continue.
for
let me
me,
finish my what I'm saying.
Nepa, you have been talking since now. Let Sister Felicia talk. Only you know, just they bring your own
No,
aspect.
I
Sister
just want
Felicia,
to
you to be moderator or not? Sister
the
Felicia,
number is on
continue.
the number is on the screen now. You can
The answer
contribute.
it and I
The
read it
topic we
out
are
before.
discussing today is: should Nigerian women be subjected to funeral rituals with their husband when their husband dies? And if you are calling in, uh, please tell us whether the topic should be limited to those in the diaspora or not. Madam Felicia can talk now.
Before they call Sister Felicia, go on.
well, I say, oh, for the way me see this matter now, just as a part talk now, will be the topic. First, for that woman to be subjected or not to be subjected depends if your bride price is paid. If your bride price is paid in a traditional way, and you go home to go and marry traditional through what they call it traditional marriage, then be ready also to follow that tradition till the end, till when the man is gone, and you go and do the right thing. That is the tradition. If you not go marry for tradition, you marry for church as okagbe talk am, or you send paper for court as okagbe talk am, okay, fine, you are off that hook. If the family agrees with you, they were off the hook, because I don't want to be a woro. So if you know that you cannot go through that, then don't do it. Don't just go and do it because you have children for him. Some responsible family will never allow their daughter to go and do such thing when your bride price is not being paid. No responsible family will allow their daughter to go and do that when the man never recognize them, when not recognize the people who born you. And men wey dey do that kind of thing, make una know say una too get children. You have children also, you have children. What you don't want to be done to that your wife, don't do it to your children, don't do it to any woman. That's the way me I see it. Don't do it. Even if the man get estate, na he get estate wey full that benin brakata, your dignity is very, very important. Very, very important. Your pride is very, very important. So any man wey want make they go sit down for ground for am, any man that wants to be honored, do the right thing. If man don die, they can't tell you say make you can't go sit down for ground for am, or make they can't pay your bride price, all because say make you can't sit down for ground. Then which means the sit down for ground is dey important. If not, the people wey get the corpse, wey get the man for not come say make they wan come pay your bride price for what now? After the death of the man, to come and sit down on the ground for what now? Which means it's very, very is a significant tradition. So don't go and sit down there because say the man get a property for long throat. Even at that, they will not even respect you. The more you do that, the more they disrespect you. So keep your dignity as a woman. That's it. Oh, well, bye-bye. And karma is real. Men that think they are punishing the woman because you want to tell people outside, I never marry Anna. I never marry Anna. You want to jump from one woman to another. So you don't want pin. You don't want to put yourself in one place. Where be say you talk, so the woman come talk, say, that's my husband. You don't want that one. Or where you don't marry. No, I never marry now. It's just the bone for me there. All because of those ones. Now they lead to this one, so we talk so. Because we want to jump from Jane to Evelyn, from Evelyn to the other one. So you don't want to get married, you don't want to pay that bride price after 4 or 3 or 2 children because you want to believe you are single. But when the real thing don't happen, you go to find that woman wey born those children for you. Now they come dey find. So as we dey talk so, make everybody stop they listen. Which will they listen to now? We wait for number. Wait for now. We get number here. Make una call us. Make una still tell us una own view. Make we rub mind together. We not to know. But me, I not to know too much. But the one where I know, when my grandmother tell me, where I know, now they talk. So make everybody, if you get a pikin, you born boy, you dey Europe now. You say make you not go recognize the father of your wife, or the father of of the mother of your children. You not recognize them. You make you know tomorrow. Say no, your in-law too not go recognize you. It's as simple as
Thank
that.
you. Thank you. Madam Motia, your prompt intervention is not effective enough. Can I go ahead and go talk, or you want to talk?
You want carry now. You don't take my word from me. Carry.
I not take your work. You get the way
Be
that you
talking,
meet.
I be talking,
Madam,
meet them.
listen. When you talk like this, you are an anchor and one of the executive producer of this program.
Okay, make una talk. Make una do. I want
She
go
just
sleep.
make one statement now. I want to ask her interactive. Now, so they been a debate. Now, debate with this. She
Okay,
just
okay.
make one thing now. I expected you to jump in and ask. Like we started this program today, it's not only the woman where they sit down near dead body, where they sit down for grant. The man too always they sit down for grant. But all along it's been one-sided. And we are discussing these things on both sides. And in the diaspora, there are certain questions which we are just trying to forget now that prompted me to say this discussion is like one-sided or women advocate. Let's listen to one call. Hello, go ahead. Go ahead.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good
I
evening.
am so happy. I'm so happy to see you three here today. Good evening, everyone. Good evening.
Thank
Wonderful
you.
Good
program.
evening. Good
Sir.
evening. Good evening. Happy
Good
Easter.
evening.
Yes. Oh, you're doing a wonderful job.
Thank you.
I'm following your program. I like. Oh, that is great. That is great. It is so nice to see these two lovely ladies you have there.
Yeah.
They
Thank
are
you.
really taking it to you Monday. They're really taking it to you.
Yeah.
Hello, good evening to you.
We are
Good
listening.
evening. Good evening, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, repeat the question. What is it? Repeat. You asked a question a while ago. Repeat it to me.
The question is that the two ladies which you have just commended, that they are looking at it one-sided, but it's a two-face of a coin. In a situation where this kind of rituals or ceremony takes place, it's two-sided, the man and the woman. If a woman dies, the man will have to equally do the same thing, the same process. That's one. And two, the Benin tradition forbids, give dignity to a woman to do that so that she can be the wife of the family after the husband dies. It's a mark of respect. We are not looking into that. And we are looking at it, this particular topic, in relation to those in the diaspora, those who have migrated away, now with different culture, different ways of getting married, different way of christening, different ways of doing things. And in most cases, most of the migrants, about 20% or 15% of the migrants, some of them left their husbands at home to come to overseas to look for money. Then here in a situation, we have a problem with that tradition. Should that tradition be abolished or modified? This is my question.
Perfect. Wonderful. Now I get the whole picture. I can see it very clear now. Let me say this to you. When it comes to the woman, if she leaves her husband, mind you, according to tradition, because according to Benin tradition, which I respect Very, very well. I'm so proud of that tradition, and I will not give it up for no one. Tradition. It is your tradition.
Yeah.
But if the wife leaves Benin and comes to diaspora, let's say, for example, goes to Italy,
Yeah.
but because of financial problem back home,
Yeah.
her main goal is to work until she can afford to bring him over or to make enough and go back home
Yeah.
to be with him.
Yeah.
If that is not her intention, we will have a problem here.
Yeah. Correct.
Both Christianity and in the Edo tradition, a man and woman, once they have paid the bride price, they are together. They are bound to be together.
Yes.
No matter what.
No matter what.
In Christianity, it says, for better, for worse,
Yes.
through death do us part.
Yes.
Do not think you're going to leave Benin and come to diaspora where the grass is greener, it's much better there, and leave your husband at home. Doesn't work like that.
Correct.
You work to get him. You work to get him with you.
Ipana.
And
Correct.
And vice versa. Vice versa. The man should do everything in his power to make sure that relationship, that togetherness stays put.
Yes.
All costs. That's
Yes.
the way it is meant to be.
Yes.
Our forefathers, they didn't picture that you are going to pay a bride price and then leave your bride behind, goes to another town and never return, or never try to bring him over to you.
Yes.
That is not the Benin tradition.
Correct.
That is against every tradition in Benin.
Yes.
I am very proud of Benin and the Edo tradition. It's a very good one, and no matter where you go, live your tradition. Do not give it up for anyone else. I am so proud of you and those two ladies there. Congratulations. Take a bow. You're doing a wonderful job.
Thank you very much. And you too. Thank you very much.
I have a question I want you to trash out.
Yeah.
Is it good for a man to pay the bride price of a woman or not?
Yes.
Is it still
listen, I have lived in Benin, so I know of the Benin tradition.
okay?
I have known, you mentioned the Igbos there. That tradition is very healthy on that end.
Yes.
If that's the tradition, when it comes to bride price, I don't think the woman should pay any bride price. The man should pay the bride price. It's not bride price. It's not the bridegroom price. It's the bride price.
Good.
So it's the responsibility of the man to pay the bride price. No woman should pay a bride price. No woman should pay a bride price. The bride price must be paid by the man. Either he pays or his family pays it. And when you pay for your bride, when you pay your bride price, you go with your bride. Don't leave her behind. When you go to the shop, you pay for your item. Do you leave them there? You go with them.
No.
Okay.
You don't leave them there.
Shirilon, I want to ask you one question. Yes. When the bride price law or decree was made in Africa centuries ago, do they envisage migration, that people will leave their husband, where to like the Christian religion, you two of you are made, you are one. Did they envisage migration, that one of them will leave or two of them will leave and come and live overseas when they were just fiancé, not married yet, and at the end of getting to overseas, I remember a story you told me. You went to Africa to even get you back to back to St. Martin's. It has to go through uh, the British High Commission. Your parents may have the money, but because of documentation, things might be difficult for for the couple. Based on that, we are looking at it, this subject, this topic, to see if there is delay. And in the case of delays, eventualities like death comes in. How do they manage such situation? This is what the discussion is all about.
Okay. All right. Very good. I'm going to bring you back to a circumstances that happened there in Benin. And it was a time when they were building the new Lagos Road.
Yeah.
There was a particular tree that was causing an obstacle. That was an obstacle.
Yeah.
And they wanted to cut it down. But because this tree, according to Benin tradition, they couldn't cut it without certain things being done.
Yeah.
And so they did what has to be done to change that. And as far as I'm concerned, Benin tradition, according to when it comes to marriage, has not changed. And it should not be changed for no other tradition. Respect your tradition.
Yeah.
It is very, you see what is wrong with us? We come abroad and we look into the white man's Oyibo tradition.
Yeah.
It looks nice, so we adapt it. And that was causing the problem with we Nigerians, with we Edo people. Respect your tradition. The forefathers did not put it in place to be changed. And if it has to be changed, there are consequences. There are price to be paid, just like the bride price. If you're going to change the tradition of our land, there is a price to be paid.
Yes.
Come with the cost. I will say to all Edo people, especially from Benin, respect your tradition.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Keep the good work up. Keep it up. Nice program. I love it. These
Thank
two
you.
ladies you have there, they're wonderful. Keep it going.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
In fact, we are going far with this program today. If nobody is calling, I think we should try to end the discussion because we stay long here. We not stay long go. Me, I still remain on my ground. Man, wey not pay bride price. Woman no fit go sit down for ground for am. If not, boyfriend and girlfriend, if one die, the other one will go the mourn. Na so e still be. Man no pay bride price on the wife. He no get right to go sit down if the woman die. It's both ways. So, and you made mention of a woman, now they push, say they must go pay bride price. Woman where he push to go pay bride price, if they save the man from shame after, and if they save herself from shame after. And above all, now the man get most shame because you know if you just kidnap another person, pikin, put for your house, make they born for you, you know recognize the family. My dear, you are a kidnapper. According to our brother Cyril, he say if you go supermarket, you go buy something, you know live on there. So if you want to marry a woman, no matter anywhere you are, distance not be excuse. You feel send money, say my people, my family, go meet the family of my wife to recognize, say their pikin dey with me. Oh, mostly as we dey abroad, so then they go recognize, even if the pikin no dey see money bring come house as before, the family don't know say e dey with man. So after that, if una get document, una fit go home. Una see when I ask Sister Felicia, say e good make woman go dey represent, make his sister go represent woman. We see one video where Paola Coco do yesterday or day before yesterday of a woman where he cry out say when him husband go pay him bride price. He said na him push him husband make he go pay him bride price. Him husband be dey make we go home, make we go home. But on the long run, dem use the sister take represent this woman. And him sister now, he said their spirit of the ancestor, whether na him come dey behind, the two of them come dey marry. Of which when he tell him family now, they say wetin they will do. Not be two of them they marry together. So as that video, Olako still talk am yesterday, na so we still talk. Say money make them recognize say the girl dey with you. Then later you go and do marriage. No matter how they talk and reach, any woman where you no put money for her head, e no be your wife. If not, all girlfriend where you don't friends before you come marry, they can't all say na your wife. Not be the one where you go present to your family, where they follow you go see family. Not be that they take out of millions of girlfriends where you follow. So in as much as we dey abroad, make that one not be a barrier. So Sister Felicia, I best still talk your own so that we try to end it.
Yes, so we don't try. Don't spend more than 2.5 hours now over that
Yeah.
even. So we are exhausted actually. So for me, my people, my brothers and sisters, where they look us, where they view us, my own be say, man, where keep woman for house. Say out of all the numerous women wey you don see, you come decide to take one put for house. Na something reach there. Na affection na reach there. So that affection wey reach there, manage, no be even manage sef. No say na your duty. Make you go pay the woman bride price, make she dey born for you, or make una dey live together, do the normal thing. Because man wey no marry, make e no expect say woman come sit down for ground for am. Sit down for ground for am no be all in all, because tradition different. We wey dey do our own, Benin, Itsekiri get their own, Urhobo get their own, Igbo get their own, Yoruba get their own, everybody get their own for person wey dem pay bride price. So man wey never pay bride price, make e go pay wife bride price, make e marry am properly, make e respect, put dignity for the woman, honor for the woman body. So later the woman too, if something happen, the woman too go still give you dignity. If the something still happen to the woman, the man too go still give the woman dignity. Na both ways. But something wey no happen like that, wey be so na dey live, na dey born for each other for here, like boyfriend and girlfriend, una no get that rope, no dey wey really tight off una together traditionally, apart from those children wey una get together. So if any other thing happen, the family of the man, or the family of the woman, no fit force the woman do some certain things traditionally for you, or you too, your family no fit force you make you do for the woman. So na both ways. Then the other one wey my president talk just now, say if man don die, then you wey be the woman wey born for the child, wey born for am, then when una go reach home, you go the father come pay the bride price wey the man dey, wey dey let the man in state, dem come pay your bride price wey born for am before you come be a wife, before dem come let your children get anything wey the man get. My dear people, that one no dey Benin tradition. E no dey, and I know say e no dey. I dey talk am with my mouth full, say that one no dey. Say e do like that. Anybody wey try am to you, no take am, because when the man dey alive, e young, wey be 30 years, 40 years, na dey together, 50 years, 60 years, 70 years, e no do anything, e no marry, e no do anything. Na now wey e don die, now e wan come go pay the bride price as a dead man. That one no dey our tradition. So that is it. And men, respect people wey give you woman. Na person born that woman wey put for house. E get papa, e get mama. The thing wey you no want make dem do to your children, no do am to your wife. You wife, the thing wey you no want make dem do to your son, no do am to your man. That is it. As rest my case. So na good night.
Thank you so much. Epa, we are trying to end it up because nobody is calling in. What before I close everything, your advice to people.
My advice to people are: one, we live in the diaspora. If you must weigh all options. Right from childhood, right from time immemorial, they have ever said if you wish to marry a woman or marry, if you want to get married, you think properly. If the woman is yellow, you will know your children how they will look like. If it's black, you will know how they will look like. So also, now that you are in the diaspora, if you decide to get married, think of it either to marry in the diaspora if you're going to live all your life in the diaspora and do the culture. Because before you get the document to change your citizenship, you swore an oath to live in this country and to do all what is necessary. And also, that aspect to the topic we are saying, should Nigerian women be subjected to funeral rituals when the husband dies? To me, is yes. If you
Okay.
marry in the traditional setting in Nigeria, that's what the customs and the rules dictate. You should be able to do that for the honor of your husband. If you say you are not doing, they have a second, there's a but, there's if about it, another way of doing it. We all live in the diaspora. We should be able to have a forum where we go fit dey discuss matters like this. We know in the United Kingdom, a poor man funeral could cost about 10,000, 12,000 pounds. It might be cheaper if you go home. A good funeral for rich man funeral could be about 50,000, 100,000 pounds. If someone wants to be buried like a pauper, because not only in Nigeria or in Africa, they have paupers burial. We don't have it with our tradition and customs. You must be able to be given a good send off. In Britain, if it's around 10,000 or 5,000, that's a pauper's burial. Be like take the good throw away the person. That's a human life, and those are the things will make us civilized. And that, again, I repeat, if you married under the traditional setting, you should be able to do it. And like the two sisters talk, that a man who likes a woman or live with a woman home, abroad, should go home and get married so that the family of the children of the couple can witness it and get their respect and get their own dues. Again, in diaspora, a man and a woman live together. After some certain years, they call it a common law husband and wife. I'm presenting this so that a lot of people will know it's not do or die. I remember those things they used to say, the saying in Nigeria, that if you go to your friend to loan you money to get married, they will not give you. If you go to them to loan you money to invest in business, they will not give you. But probably you may get, if you ask 15 people to loan you money to do burial, you will see about 8 or 7 people that will loan you that money because they know you are going to waste it. And that comes to the white man, that they waste money on dead bodies. You live in the diaspora, first of you going is your flight ticket, which is expensive by the day, and your loss of any in the UK, whereas it's all loss you are going to celebrate there. That is not do or die. If the man is not married to you and you have children for the man, you have kids raised for the family, it could be one situation or the other that has resulted into that. And if you say you want to give that due respect to your late husband or your husband who just died, jolly well and good for you. If not, the man will still die, will not wake up. Whether you do it or not, the man will still die. So, my people, now so we leave this matter today because we dey try to talk am. A lot of people will say, Okagbe na capitalist. They always dey talk about the money side. On this occasion, I talk about the expenses, the economic side of it, and the inconvenience. That I would like to rest my case that burial back home should be modified. The traditional rules should be modified or uh, 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 find it way to suit the first generation, the lost generation, the sacrificial lamb to eat in. Because this marriage, when these laws were made, these rules were made, they did not emphasize that there will be a time people will migrate. They made it when people stay at home and live at home together. Apart from when the white people came, they now have white collar job, they have to be transferred. These are the things we look into today. Not being personal, not being trying to be skeptical to say that a man must marry this if he doesn't do it and this and that. No. Today you have witnessed a heated debate between two women and a man who mostly sided that aspect of marry, 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 and at the same time speaking with both men, saying that Okagbe said that the woman they push the man to go marry. I thank you very much. I bow out.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Sir Felicia, your advice.
You don't talk in
Okay.
advice now.
Yes,
No,
so
no, no. You not talk now. Just and I meet the moderator, Pastor Felicia, talk your advice.
uh, my advice be say, if you love your woman enough to say make you come dey live with you, now they live together, go and do the normal thing. Go and pay the bride price. Don't be by force. Some people dey this life, we dey live together, marriage no dey, they just dey together. So no, make the man not expect anything from the woman. The woman too, make you not expect from the man. On that note, all most of na just dey like that, they flex, they go. Nothing to hold una tight, no rope. Because marriage not be by force. But if you come say you want marry and you want marry properly, like we dey marry for Benin, for traditional and customs, you want marry like that, and you marry like that finish, the thing wey dey follow am aftermath still ready to take go do am. And secondly, my other advice be say some people dey wey dem don pay their bride price, dem leave the man, dey go dey born for another man. Abeg, try talk to your family. That bride price wey dem first pay since, try make you return that bride price. No go throw am for compound, no go throw am for any other place. Abeg, carry am go customary court. That's why we have a customary court for Benin. Carry am go customary court. If you no see anybody for there, ask any of the chiefs for palace, they go show you what to do. Go put the bride price for there. In case in the future, if the man come call the people family call dey make wahala say their son don die, they pay your bride price, make you come sit down for ground, you tell them say I don return am. Where you put am, e dey for customary court, they go summon them, make dem remove am for your waist. Say you go throw am for compound, you no give anybody fit see am pick there and take am. Na so me see am reach o. Abeg, una do well o, my brother. Thank you so much.
Una
That's
do
my
well, my
advice.
brothers and sisters. May I especially thank people wey dey with us today. Sister
Yes.
Bella Naomi, Brother Trevor Jackson, Sister Caro Obasule, Who again? Sister Doris, you were here. Many more. Pastor Elon. I really appreciate you all. Oh. Thank you. The names are too many. Verona Tafia, you were there too. Thank you very much. I bet my people, now don't say and say we disagree to agree. A power way go against at times where it come in, or we will go against at times we come in. We not really want to say make we quarrel here. We not quarrel, not look at it say that they argue. No, we were trying to argue and bring the real facts out. If all of us just pull head for one side, it no longer sweet. Oh, it go come be everybody just say. So everything we talk, if it not be as we be, we just talk to represent waiting we feel say people they do or waiting people supposed to do. So if you are a man out there, you are a woman out there, if your culture saying a man they pay bride price, go pay bride price for your wife. If your culture still saying a woman they pay groom price, go pay groom price for your husband. Because if you not pay, boyfriend and girlfriend don't have rights over each other. And in some culture in that Nigeria, the children are not yours. Not be, it might not be. They are not yours. That is why I still stand on it. I so much love our Igbo culture that really emphasizes on marriage. And I from there beg our Edo people. We are kings and queens from royalty, from royal family. Before you can use your hand, not chest, say, this woman and my wife, make sure say you do everything when it comes. And about the next aspect, about the ritual of paper best silent that tongue. About the ritual after death, make we simplify am, make we not make anybody suffer. If even at the woman first die, make the man not suffer because the children dey wey he go take care of. If na the man still die, make we not make the woman suffer. About this one kill this one, the other one kill this one. Make we forget those ones because whether they kill or they not kill or who not kill, one day it's a sign for everyone to go. Who first go? Mona know say the rest they come behind. So make we simplify our culture concerning that, so that if people they enter marriage, it go dey sweet and everybody go won't stay. Thank you so much. Epa, is anyone calling? Was anybody calling?
Epa mi te gbe ya.
Okay, if nobody calls, we now say bye. Please remember that we still have
Magejo magere. Eme to mo jeme ima emi ero no jebedo. Eto me mo jigbe. Magejo magere. Eme to mo jeme ima emi ero no jebedo. Eto me mo jigbe. Wabo wedo nisi wa me. Wabe ba uzeli no bonu wa yebi ma. Wa ya wa wese. Wabo wado ne wa ireme. Wabe ba uzeli no bonu wa yebi ma. Wa ya wa wese. Wabo wado nisi agbon me. Wabe ba uzeli no bonu wa yebi ma. Wa ya wa wese. Ewu wa wese. Wa wese wedo nisi ugba me. Ewu wa wese. Wa wese we bwa ire ne bo me. Ewu wa wese. Wa wese wedo nuso mo me. Ewu wa wese. Wa wese wedo me nisi akon me. Ewu wa wese. Ege ni riri ya he me to me oje me nije. Onye mo se